Oh, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me go ahead and set my settings. I don't know why it doesn't default to whatever, but you know. Anyway, what's up, everybody? My name is Nomadic Kitty. Welcome to my channel. I'll try to set my camera up. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hello to everybody who's watching tonight. It is a Valentine's Day. Lord have mercy, it's a Valentine's Day, y'all. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Do y'all like it that it's a Valentine's Day? Hi everybody. Hey Ice Queen. Hello Jasmine. Hey everybody. Me and the pig are together. Me and the pig. Twachi. Twachi. That means pig in Korean. Let me try to fix this lighting. You know what? Today has been a very... Oh, my camera about to get yoked up out of here. Today has been a very interesting day. If you hear yelling and screaming in the backgrounds, because my kids are out of school until Tuesday. So my kids are like, I don't know. You can hear them yell. I have kids. I have children at my house other than my own children. And so, let me try to scoot this a little bit closer, y'all. I did an ATEEZ video. My hair looks amazing. Thank you, Jasmine. This is the new setup. Slow shelling P. You see me? I said, this is the new setup. Anyway, we're going to talk some BTS today because there's a lot of things that happened today in BTS land. BTS Landia. I love my mic. I really do. I love my mic. I love it. I feel like ASMR. We had some things happen in BTS land this week. We had things that are happen with CBX. I can't. We had things that happened with Hee Jin this week that I tried to make y'all feel better. Hello, AK. Look, AK here. My mods here. You're here too. All the single people, come on in. You're single and lonely and desperate, and come on. I'm like, come on in. Come on. Oh, happy Valentine's Day. That's right. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Let me set my laptop over here. Happy single day, friends. You angry about the Hee Jin court mess? Yeah, we're going to talk about that. So everybody, once you gather in here, we give everybody a little bit in here. Everybody's going to be on the rewatch because I know some of y'all come back here. Hello, Marie Miller. Marie Miller is here. Marie Miller, what are you doing here? Aren't you married? Ain't you got a man? Ain't you got a man at home? I'm like, oh, Marie Miller, what? But anyway, I appreciate everybody being here. Give me the tea on the things. Yes, we you need the tea. What tea y'all talking about? What kind of tea? I'm gonna give y'all the tea today. I feel the spirit. Well, hold on, let me fix my mic. Hold on. Wait, let me. I feel the spirit today. I feel, Have I watched Dunkin' Egg yet? I have not. Yes, he's here. Okay. Well, hey, Marie Miller's husband. What's up? I have not watched Dunkin' Egg. I'm going to try to get to it. I'm going to try to blow through this live stream and for it to not last like 6 hours. And so I'm going to promise y'all, this live stream is not going to be 6 hours, but let's begin. So first things we're going to talk about BTS. Then we're going to talk about the CBX thing and the T and what's going on, because this is the CBX story is an ongoing story of drama, of love affairs, of prostitution, like of people going broke. This story is so crazy. I know not a 6 hour live. This story is so crazy, y'all. I just, every day I read more crazier shit regarding this 100 agency that every day I'm like, what happened? Yeah, yes, this Lord. Every day I write the book every day. Anyway, but every day it changes. Also, we're going to talk about Mino from Winter, who's probably going to go to prison because he didn't serve out his military time. He was in Hawaii, just living his best life and not doing military stuff. You need the BTS tea. Oh, you talking about the BTS tea? I will do a separate video about the BTS tea. I was supposed to do that today, but today it rained all day today. And then again, you may hear screaming kids in the background because it is a holiday. There are no kids, no school on Friday, no school on Monday. That's it. This is your number one source for K-pop drama. It is a lot of people's number one source. Let me grab my parchment and quill and take some notes. Thank you, AK. Hello, Solange. Hello, Katina. This has been a crazy week. So let's get into something positive. BTS. So BTS, let's talk about Jungkook first. So Jungkook did the Hublot. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's French, right? Hublot? Hublot? Hublot. He's a new brand ambassador. He showed up at an event for Hublot. JK did, yes, and he was looking good. I posted a short on my channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, like this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss. I'm here every Saturday, God willing, and he's the brand ambassador for Hublot. It's been raining all day here. Yes, it's ruined everybody's Valentine's Day. Wah. Wah. If I got to be single and miserable, everybody. No, I'm not single and miserable. Remember me, the girl. Yes, the girl that loves Jungkook is Victoria. She is the girl that loves Jungkook. Jungkook was looking good at that Hublot ambassador party. He looked good. I noticed that Jungkook. Yes, wah. Yes, wah. All single people, wah. I know that Jungkook. He looked a little shy. I thought it was kind of cute because he looked a little shy. He looked like he didn't know really what to do. Like he looked cute. He looked shy, but he also looked very sexy in his maroon suit. Wearing my favorite color. My favorite color is like a maroon, a deep maroon, and he was looking so sexy. JK was, but he looked kind of shy. And then like the French is your first language. Oh, that's right, Marie Miller. French is your Hublot. He looked really good, and he was up there with the I think the president of Hublot. He was up there. Oh, okay. You under the impression that it was originally Italian, started in Switzerland, now owned by LVHM. It might be. It may be. It may be. But yeah, you might be right. I don't know this watch. It's a watch brand. It's a luxury watch brand. I'm not familiar with it. But JK looked good. He was up there charming the hell out of the president or the owner or whoever that man was. He was charming the hell out of him. And it's a watch brand, yeah. And he brought all the charm. Jungkook always brings the charm. And you will see if you go and you look at TikTok or search it on YouTube, you will see him up there goofing around. Oh, your name is Serenity. Oh, you're Serenity. You're 12. Oh, you're just a baby. Or like my daughter's age. Oh, your name is Serenity. You're 12. Yes, the owner was gaga over JK. He was so charming. JK was making him do a heart, and JK was making him do this, and JK, he was so cute. Yeah, he was the CEO. That's what I was trying to do. Yes, Obama and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X are behind me, always behind me. And he looked adorable. And he looked a little shy, and he looked very cute. So JK always looks nice. He always looks good in anything that he does. And so he stayed for the part, and then he got into this, like, what was it, like a Bentley or something? He got into like this $400,000 car afterwards and drove off because there's people who posted shorts on YouTube, and he got into this like Bentley, and it was like worth, I think, like 400, 500, half a million. And it was really, really a nice car. So I was like, is that one of JK's cars? I don't know, but he can afford it. He's worth it. And he looked good. He looked nice. She said, PSA, don't spam the chat with yes, AK will put you in timeout. If you spam the chat with nonsense, AK be on it. Okay. She will block you. She will put you in timeout and block your ass. Don't come here with that madness. But yeah, he looked good. So that's what happened with JK. Jin has posted something today. Jin posted a selfie in front of a mirror and he was holding like a bag. I don't know, with these fashion designer, and there's like a little Gucci wallet hanging from it. And people were saying on YouTube how much it cost or whatever. I think the bag, I don't know how much the bag was in American, but they posted pictures of like the bag that he had was really expensive. And then this little Gucci wallet that looked like it has like a little star on it. It was expensive. Yeah, Jen was looking good. He posted. But I have to tell people that a lot of times the things that y'all see that idols have and any stars have is because somebody gave it to them. Like, brands give stars, famous people get a lot of shit. Famous people get a lot of free shit. Like, I can tell you, I used to have a bunch of a bunch of Calvin Klein stuff. I don't shop name brands. I don't know nothing too much about Calvin Klein, but I had somebody who knew somebody. It's a look. Let me just put it this way. I had a friend that was a side chick of an NBA player. Okay, let me stop playing. So I had a friend who was a side chick of an NBA player in Dallas for the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, look, it was a long time ago. So this friend who was a side chick of an NBA player, he would get free like Calvin Klein stuff all the time. So not only was he a Calvin Klein brand ambassador, and this is a while ago, this is 20 years ago. Don't do me right now. So she was a side chick of a basketball player, and she would get all the stuff, and then the stuff that he would give her, she would give to her friends. And so I was one of her friends. I used to have a bunch of like Calvin Klein wallets. What's another one? I think I still have one. There's a designer that starts with a K, not Calvin Klein. What is it? Kenneth Cole? I don't know. Okay. And then I used to have I don't know my designers. Y'all start naming some designers. Let's see. I had a Kenneth Cole wallet. I had Calvin Klein belts. I had Calvin Klein t-shirts. I had a bunch of Calvin Klein stuff because he would give her stuff, and the stuff that she couldn't use or didn't want, she would pass on to her friends and family members. What else did I have besides Kenneth Cole? What's that other one? What's another famous designer? I can't. It's an English designer. Sneaky Links. Yes. She was a go-getter. Yeah, I had Tommy Hilfiger stuff. Yes. I had these Tommy Hilfiger shoes, these Tommy Hilfiger socks. I had Tommy Hilfiger bags. Not Ralph Lauren, not Givenchy. What's another one? I just thought about this designer. It's a male designer, by the way. It's a male designer with a normal sounding name. Like, I don't think he was on what's that one fashion show? What's that one designer show that had where they would have these designers? It was a reality show. He was on this show. He was on that show too. I forgot his name. This is gonna drive me crazy. Oh, not Karl Lagerfeld. I know who he is. This gonna drive me crazy. Y'all stop naming some more designers. I'm sorry. This is gonna drive me nuts. Because I used to have his bag, but I didn't care anything about designers. He has his own stores too. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I'll think of it. I can't pull it up, but y'all probably think of it in a minute. But he's an American designer. He's an American designer. Because I remember he was on that one fashion show we used to watch all the time. I know it's a man. It's not Steve Madden. It doesn't start with I don't think it starts with a K. This is another designer. I don't think it starts with a K. What's some really well-known American designers that have their own stores? Y'all marinate on that. y'all marinate on that. Not Dior. No, not Dior. It's not a designer that's been around a long time. He's been around maybe about 20 years. Hello, Gemini. I don't remember. I'll think of it. But anyway, I used to have his bag, not Birkin. Not yeah, not it's driving everybody crazy. It's not Birkin. Project Runway. Yes, he used to be on Project Runway. Who was the designer that was on Project Runway? Whatever that guy's name is. Back in the day, I used to watch Project Runway a lot. But whoever that designer that was on Project Runway, that I used to have his bag, and he has a lot of stores. He has a store here in Frisco. But anyway, so my point was is that a lot of stars, they don't actually buy their own shit. They actually get it for free. Especially not Zach Posen. Especially, he's an older guy. Especially if you're a brand ambassador, you get a Michael Kors. That's it. Michael Kors. That's it. I used to have a lot of Michael Kors stuff. Because this other dude that she was sleeping with, he had I think he did some brand stuff or branding for Michael Kors. That's who it was. Yes. And so, yeah, I'd say stars, they don't really pay for much. There's a lot of perks to being rich and famous. And that's one of the things about being rich and famous, that people don't understand, that they don't buy a lot of the stuff that they have. Like, that people just give them shit all the time. I think V said something to that effect. Yeah, they're rich, but they get free stuff because they want you to wear their stuff. Like when they go to awards, like I know for the Academy, I know this for a fact because somebody approached me, which I didn't do it, like y'all. So when I had my own businesses, a lady approached me to put some of my products in a swag bag for the Academy Awards, for Academy Awards dinner. Okay. Because they have different parties and different dinners for the Academy Awards. And so sometimes they give awards that are not on camera. They have a dinner. And so this lady approached me and wanted me to send her some items. And this is all free. Like this is for call. Like you send these things for free. And then they put them together as promotional items and they put them in a swag bag to give to the rich and famous people. So whenever they go to these parties and these events, they get these gift bags full of stuff from different designers, different people. And this lady wanted me to do it, but I couldn't. I forgot what something happened where I couldn't do it. And then you have to ship it to them and everything. But it's a great way to get your brand out there, you know. And so this lady approached me a long time ago when I first started my business. Yeah, them swag bags be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so I had to make the product. She was asking for 200 of my product. And then I had to ship it to her. And so it was a significant amount of cost that I had to turn her down because I didn't have the money or the time and then the turnaround time was insane. It was like in a week. And I was like, I work my own job while running my businesses. So I couldn't do it. But yes, idols and stars, they get a lot of free shit. So when you see them wearing them expensive bracelets and necklaces and stuff like that, girl, they ain't pay for that. I looked at Jen. I was like, Jen ain't pay for that. Jen ain't paid for none of that. I was like, hardly ever. Now, sometimes when they have a bunch of stuff, then yes. But a lot of times the little trinkets and stuff, they can easily get that for free. They can have, matter of fact, there's stars that call up designer brands. They have assistants. I know in America, I don't know if this happens in South Korea, but I know in America, like up and coming stars and singers and stuff will have their PR people or whatever assistant they have call the brands and being like, such and such would really like to wear your brand at this event or whatever. Can you send something over and tell me what you have available? And then they will tell them, well, I have this watch or this necklace or this dress or these shoes available. And then the stars wear them, but they end up having to give them back, So there you go. Yeah, it was too much for me to foot the bill. 200 in a week. There's no way I could have did it. Even this is my mama was alive. Even my mama helping, and it was a good opportunity, and I should have took it. But it was just, there wasn't a lot of upside. There was no guarantee that one of these rich folks was going to wander onto my website or something, but you never know. But still, that was just too much. Like if I had like a business where I had employees and stuff like that, then yes. But running a business, you get a lot of opportunities like that where people just want you to send free stuff. I send out a lot of free stuff, during my time. I don't even know what Discord is. What is Discord? Can y'all explain? My kids are on Discord, but I block it. Because for some reason, I don't like it. I know I have heard of Discord. What is Discord? Is it the gaming one? No, that's Twitch. Can you download music? Get them off Discord. No, my kids is blocked. Like they can't get on Discord. They're blocked. My kids are blocked from a lot. Twitter, everything. They can't get on Twitter either or X. So what is Discord? My kids are blocked. You know, my kids don't. And then my kids are not stupid. My kids are very where they can communicate with people. Is that it? Why would I be on Discord? Oh, it's mostly for gaming. Oh, I'm not a gamer. I'm not a gamer. I don't do games. So I don't know. And then I don't like communicating with people. I don't do no, so to me, Discord sounds like social media. And I hate social media. You can go on servers and group and chat. They're bad, not safe for work groups. Be careful when you allow them. Well, my kids are pretty, I mean, my son is 16, so he's not like a little bitty kid, but my daughter is blocked from Discord. She can't. And like I said, my kids are pretty technically savvy. But then again, like I said, I monitor everything. My kids' phones are monitored. My kids' computers are monitored. My daughter is blocked. My daughter can't even get on Roblox, and she's 12. A lot of the people in Game of Thrones community have this. It's because y'all like just let me break it down before I go back to Gucci. That's because a lot of y'all are social. I'm not a social creature. You got on Fairlands Discord and got tickets for Vegas. It's fun though. It depends on what y'all definition of fun is. Roblox is horrible. My daughter was blocked. No, Roblox is horrible. That's why they're being sued by parents, because Roblox, all social media is horrible. See, I'm the type of person that people like, why aren't your kids get on social media? Because I'm not on social media. Why are my kids not on their phone all the time? Because I'm not on my phone. The only thing I'm doing on my phone is editing videos. I am not on my phone taking pictures of food. I'm not on my phone snapping. My kids don't, you can't find barely not one picture of my children. My kids don't snap. My kids, you try to take a picture, then my kids run for the hills. You put a picture up, you be on your camera. My kids be like, my kids don't do that. My kids be like, why are we taking pictures? They look at you like, why we? Because my kids don't see that. I have kids and friends who parents are on social media a lot. They always on Facebook or Twitter, and kids see that. Like kids are like, what are you looking at? I don't be watching people. My kids be telling my friends, my mama ain't never looking at nothing unless it's politics, and they're bored about that. All they see is politics on YouTube. That's all they see. I'm like, what you watching? Politics. And then what else you watching? Game of Thrones. Fallout season 2. K-pop. So my kids are like, my mom is so boring. That's it. I don't have Facebook. My kids don't have Facebook or Snapchat or none of that. They have no interest in that. Matter of fact, my son told me that Twitter is the devil. And it's spying on people, and it's a mouthpiece of the billionaire bourgeoisie. That's what my son told me. He's like, the billionaires are all over social media, and I'm like, that's the kind of kids I got who are like, I'm not helping the billionaire class. That's the kind of kids I got. I don't do Telegram either. That's a scammer app. Yeah, I watch Fallout. Oh, you just had season 2 finale? I don't do X. I don't do none of that. Like I told people like, well, how do your kids not in love with the phone? My kids didn't get a phone until they was like 12, 13. My son didn't get his first cell phone until he was 13. He's 16 now. My son likes to play games. He likes to play old school games like Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff like that. Like he plays like obscure independent games. But my son be like, my mama don't play. He like, my mama don't do no social media. My mama don't allow it. I was like, I sure don't. I don't allow it. Yeah. My son loves Five Nights at Freddy's. My son built a whole costume from scratch. That's what right now my daughter is painting. You want to know what my kids are doing right now? My daughter is face painting with her friend, and she's about to do a diorama. My kids are very artsy, crafty. Oh yeah, my kids are old school because they got an old ass mama. Back to Gucci. Yes, back to Gucci. Yeah, I'm an old mother. I'm old. I mean, I'm not like 30, 40 years old. I'm old. before the internet old. So back to Gucci. So BTS, I have a whole Gucci video coming out, by the way. BTS was on the cover of Gucci. They released a teaser. I posted a teaser on my short. They came out and did a whole long ass article, and they did a photo shoot, and there's a video out there that Gucci released and everything. And then I'm doing a video. Well, I've already done the video, but it'll be released at 5 a.m. like all my videos are on Monday, about where I break down the Gucci article, because it's a long article. I didn't want to read it. I just wanted to break it down because I didn't want to read. It was a long article. But it was a good article. It provided a bunch of insight. And so, yeah, Monday I'll have my breakdown. The pictures were good. If you guys, they have the individual pictures. What I would change the microphone. What's wrong with my microphone? I spent a lot of money on. I love my microphone. Me and my microphone are bonded. So what else? They did individual pictures of the members. It was a long article. I'm reading this article going, I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. Like that's a long ass article, but it still was it's worth a read if you want to read it. But then again, I put my review of the article and summary, and then people have reported on the article since then. I was surprised that Gucci got that kind of exclusive, but it's Gucci. So Gucci. It's very phallic. Don't tell me that. AK, now you can't be putting that in the chat. Anyway, GQ, back on. Am I going to listen to it when it comes out? I'm going to listen to the album when it comes out, and I will review the album. I've done my first album review, but I have to edit it for ATEEZ. ATEEZ just came out with the album Golden Hour 4, and Golden Hour 4 came out, and I've done my first review. So I'm going to see how this goes and see if I won't get copyrighted. Now, Oh, Nancy Guthrie, like the grandma that disappeared. Yeah, I heard about that. DJ Gino went through the interview and I watched him live. Oh, he went through I know who DJ Gino is, but that's about it. I don't watch I don't watch a lot of YouTubers. I watch Asian Entertainment and High Boy, and that's about it. I haven't watched High, and I don't watch their content until after. I tell everybody until after I do mine, because if I watch their content before I do mine, it ends up influencing my content. Do I know ENHYPEN? Yes, I went to their concert in 2024. I think 2024. I went to their concert. Yes. She said, "Have a good night. Happy Valentine's Day." But yeah. So the GQ interview, I broke it down and everything. People are still getting butthurt. Thank you, Gemini. People are getting butthurt about what RM said about in his Weverse Live in December, talking about he wanted the group to disband. And I've said it before, that's not a bad thing. I don't know why people get in they fifis about that. I expect anybody in any group wanting the group to disband. If I was RM, I'd want BTS to disband too. I mean, let's all keep it a buck. If I would feel there is no reason why anybody shouldn't feel that way. Being BTS, it's a lot of pressure being BTS. It's a lot of pressure for RM being the leader of BTS. Why wouldn't he feel that way? I don't understand why that is a bad thing. Do you know how many K-pop groups have disbanded? Lots, hundreds. You know how many groups in the West have disbanded? Lots, hundreds. Most K-pop groups, most groups, period, don't last for very long. Maybe about 5 years, maybe. They've been at this for like 15 years now. I mean, really, like from the time that they're trainees and they debuted until now, it's been like 15 years that they've been in the industry. Why wouldn't he think about disbanding? It's a lot. He came out the military and everything was different. Music has changed since they've been gone. Things have accelerated. Fandom is cuckoo batshit for Cocoa Puffs right now. So I'm sure he came out the military going, what in the world? Like, what am I stepping into? And then all these people are like, okay, BTS, when they coming back, we kind of expect you to kind of save K-pop. So no pressure, RM, no pressure. Why are people back on that? I don't know. I don't know why people are freaking out and twisting words and backpedal. Even High Boy got on my nerves because he was like, well, he didn't really mean. Why is that a bad thing for him saying that he wanted the group to disband? That's not a bad. That's nothing to defend. I'm like, yeah. Like I said in December when he did the Weavers, I said RM said what he said. Y'all know, y'all seen the video. If y'all seen my videos, y'all know I said RM said what he said. No matter how you guys try to translate it and be like, well, he didn't really mean it. Yeah, he meant what he said. RM said he was lonely. He said he was on the motherfucking sleeping pills. RM said he was tired. He was fed up. He had it. He was lonely. All of that. And here's me. Unbothered. That don't make me feel any less about BTS or RM or nothing. I'm like, oh, he's human. Oh, okay. Because humans get frustrated with the whole thing, with his life, with himself, with his everything. So I'm like, oh, RM's human. Okay. He's just expressing his frustrations. Now, I thought it was bad for business. I said, well, RM, you may not want to do that because, the fans are going to get after you and it may be bad. But RM is like seemingly he don't give a damn. And I'm like, well, RM, if you don't give a damn, then I don't give a damn either. I'm like, high five, brother. I'll speak your truth. If he doesn't care, I don't care. I'm just like, well, I'm like, RM doesn't, he understands that he going to get heat. And he was unbothered. He know people gonna talk. He was unbothered. I'm like, RM is grown. And I said in my video on Monday, I get tired of fans acting like these 7 men are snowflakes. They are not. They have been in the industry for this long. I said, when you've been in the entertainment industry for as long as they have, you have seen some things. You have experienced some things that you don't want to experience. You have seen some things that you can't unsee. You have had people talk bad about you. Y'all know BTS have been done dirty, and that's the things that we see as fans. Imagine what goes on behind the scenes. Imagine little JK. Imagine the shit that he's probably had to endure being a teenager in this business. Imagine all the grown folks around him. God knows what. You know how many women then probably tried to push up on him that were older than him? You know how many men that have probably tried to push up on him when he was younger? You know how many times somebody probably didn't yelled at him and scolded him? Like, yes, like in order to be in this business, you have to be mentally tough. You have to be emotionally tough. You know how many times the aunties and people that talked about BTS's sexuality, their looks, their music, they copying people. BTS has been accused of everything by other than being a child of God. And I said, do you think that they would wilt and go cry in a corner somewhere? It may hurt their feelings, but they push on and they just get over it because, again, they're grown people. They've heard it all. They've heard it all from the people that they work with. They've heard it all from each other. They've heard it all from their family and friends. It's a lot of pressure. You need to see this video? Yes. No, you can't look at my mic. My mic has a name. Her name is Dwaji. So it's a girl, by the way. It means pig. But yes, I said in the video that fans just need to get over it. They're grown. And it's just what it is. Yeah, female executives do the same thing. The male executives are, the Korean entertainment industry is not that much different from the American one. Except the American one are much more covert, they're much more out there. But there's ditties, I tell you all the time, there's ditties in Korea. There's Harvey Weinsteins in Korea. And in every level. Men and women out there who don't live. There's Epstein's in Korea. In business, in the industry, it is what it is. And so to be in this business, yeah, you got to have a thick skin. You can't let things just bother you. But if look at Omega X in that situation. So there you go. So I have a whole video coming up, but I like the photo shoot. I like the fact that they had nice suits on. Their suit was looking so cute. And then Today, if y'all seen, they put roses in like a wall of roses everywhere. They put a wall of roses. What? Don't block her comment. Let Gemini comment. I want to read this comment. Wait a minute. Go back. Unblock the comment, Gemini. I want to see. I want to see this comment. What about slinging your power over someone to get them in bed? Wait a minute. Who did what? Wait a minute, AK. You unblocked Gemini's comment. I want to see it. I guess I gotta scroll up to see it. Okay, I'll scroll up. Gemini is okay. Gemini is cool. Gemini don't mean nothing. Y'all got me laughing. But they delivered a wall of flowers and they had a thing. She said, yeah, Gemini is old. She playing. She don't mean nothing by AK. She cool. But they have a wall of flowers. And then like you could pick the flowers and it had like a little Valentine's Day thing. And then like, and it was from BTS. And then like I'm envious of the fans, especially in South Korea, who get to experience all this BTS goodness that they take advantage of. Why us international fans just sit here like this? Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at that. While we just sit through the screen and just experience it. As again. Oh, that's a good comment, Gemini. Oh, it was in LA too. See, they said that they did it in different spaces. I didn't know where they did it. I saw the one in Seoul, but there was in LA too. Well, that must be nice for them. They had one in New York too. I know, right? I wish I had that experience. And Dallas. I'm so disappointed. Let me just say in the love that Dallas doesn't get. We have one of the biggest Korean populations in the country. We are number 2 to LA. And I know that K-pop concerts always come to the Dallas Fort Worth area. But when it comes to promotions and pop-ups and stuff, if you live in Dallas, you understand, we don't get a lot of love here. Yes, they lucky in Korea and they don't appreciate it, gold windows. I won't even get started on Korea. I won't go there. But I just feel sad because we have a huge K-pop fandom and population here. And it just seems like we don't really get a lot of love here. It wouldn't be as funny. I respect. Okay. All right. AK. She said if it was an older man saying it to a young, well, how young? Well, as long as they're not underage, I wish I would have got some too. But again, like I said, for Texas to have such a large K-pop population, we don't have a lot of pop-up events. I think there was the ATEEZ pop-up, but I missed it. It was in Dallas, I think, last year, like before their concert came. But I just feel bad that like the South American ambassador in South Korea asked for a BTS concert too. Yeah, I see the people asking for a concert. You didn't know that they had no one in New York. Shelling P would have got her role. She in New York. She like, wait a minute, I'm in New York. Why? Ain't nobody told me nothing. Like, yeah, like I didn't even know it until I saw the YouTube videos. So if you were in New York and LA and y'all missed it, I'm sorry. And I think I know it was in South Korea, and I think it was in some other, like European, like maybe London. You don't get anything in Florida either? They have everything in South Korea, never here in the States. Yeah, never here in the States. Oh, they had it in London too. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because when they did the What's Your Love Story or Love whatever, and they put those ribbons around those billboards up and the ribbons, it was different cities. So they ended up putting flowers in those same cities that I'm assuming that the ribbons showed up. Yeah. They have to get everything in South Korea. They're like LA and New York. That's it. As if they're the only places. I only heard about London, South Korea, and LA. Oh, okay. I don't know. South Korea is very extra with keeping their artists close to home. They are. They're very extra. But that's what happened with BTS. So far, we are eagerly awaiting the album March the 20th. I promise you, between now and March the 20th, there will be more promotions, more articles, more sightings, more photo shoots, and just more things. Prelude to Army's love song that they have for us. Lord, people keep talking about this track, this title song that's going to come out. Everybody has their theories. I talk about that in my video as well, as why I don't really talk a lot about the theories, because I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil the album for me. I want my expectations to be fresh. I don't read spoilers about like movies and TV shows because I hate when it gets ruined for me. I don't want to, Oh, yeah, there's a concert coming in the theaters. They announced that too this week. I almost forgot, Katina. Yes, they're going to have the concert in movie theaters. They said it's supposed to be live. So again, in my time, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. What do I think about the group Long Shot? I was going to do a video about the group Long Shot. So I don't, anyway, I'll get to Long Shot in a minute. But they supposed to show the concert live, like the time zone. And I'm just like, baby, that's like 3 o'clock in the morning here. I don't know if I'm going to be up at 3 a.m. to go see a concert. I don't know. That's one hell of a time difference. I have a hard enough time reading Korean news where I got to get up at like 1 o'clock in the morning. But yes, I hate spoilers. I said that in my GQ video on Monday. You guys will see that I say I don't report a lot on the album spoilers or the theories and all that. I hate all of that because it sets the expectation, and then if it don't pan out, then you may be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to feel disappointed. I just want to experience it. I don't feel like, oh, I know this is going to be like this and I know it's going to be like that. And then when it don't be like that, people be like, oh, it wasn't what I was expecting. You pretty sure that they had some cinemas play the concert when they want? It was for D-Day that way in your city. Was it, Ruth? Okay, I didn't know. You'll watch. Katina said, I'll just wait for Netflix. The time zone don't care. Yeah, they don't really care about the time zone. But yeah, spoilers ruin theories and there's plenty of YouTubers that do spoilers and theories about the new album. I have not done it. If I really wanted to dig around, I could. Like if I really would reach out to people in South Korea and be like, hey, what kind of producers did you hear today? I could really dish some tea on that. But I don't even want to know the producers. I want to go in this album blind with just no expectations. I just want to go in there just completely surprised. I don't want to know the producers or the theme of the music or the name of the tracks until it gets down to like March, 15th or whatever. I just want to be able to review the album for what it is and not have other people influence my love or dislike for it. I don't want to be influenced by other people. That's what the same thing I do as a content creator. I don't watch other people's content if it's a particular topic. Like Hee Jin, I go read and research first, do my video, then go back and watch what other people say, because I don't want to be influenced by what other people are saying. Because it's very human for all of us to get influenced by someone's opinion or take, And yes, Gemini, 90% of the theories are wrong. Like 90% of the theories is like, okay, you're like, that ain't right. Said me with movies, I watch trailers and that's it. Everything else, I'd rather watch everything for the first time. Some of the trailers are awful though, y'all. Like some of these trailers be telling the whole damn movie. I watch trailers where I'm like, so you already know the ending. I'm like, okay, so we already know the ending. Why put it? I'm like, well, I watched the trailer. No need for me to see it. Okay, like they didn't put it all out there in the trailer. I'm like, okay, is this how? And then you watch the movie and you realize, yeah, I'm right. The whole movie is in the trailer. You're like, I could have not even watched the movie, Your birthday is March 15th. Oh, my mom's birthday. My grandmother's birthday are the 9th and the 10th. We're the 9th and the 10th of March. May they rest in peace. You can see the concert at home, also not just in theaters. Yeah, you can see it at home with Netflix if people want to wait. But some people want to watch it live. They want the experience. Now, I'm the type of person that would be in the theater at 3 a.m. I would be there. I will be. Look, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I will be up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Like if this concert hit and I'm like, well, if I got to be up, like I will be up for content. Like I will be up just for y'all. I'll be like, well, and I will vlog the whole entire thing. Like I will be up all bleary eyed telling my, hey guys, it's 1 a.m. and I'm tired, but I'm going to this concert. And like I'll be up looking crazy, y'all. I'll be up looking crazy. Like I just want to, and I will be going by myself because ain't nobody gonna go with me. Jennifer's like, I know I'm not getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and she's probably gonna have to work. And Jennifer's like, no, you're on your own. I know that's what she's gonna say. Hello, Robin. So I know I'm on my own when I go see this concert at 3 a.m. I don't care. I'll go just because number one, I'm a night owl. Number two, March is going to be a wild month. I'm going to tell y'all, this has been a wild year for me. I went from doing one video a week at best and maybe two shorts a day to doing a video every day and a live stream on Saturdays. So this has been completely crazy for me. I mean, this has been a lot. And so when this album and this concert drops, I don't know what's going to happen. I honestly am kind of afraid. I'm kind of scared. It's been a while. It's been a wild year so far. And it's just February. So when BTS got out of the military, everything ramped up for me. Like everything went fast, really fast. And so I'm trying to keep up as best as I can. But again, y'all have to understand that I have two kids who are teenagers. And I have a job that I literally work 10 hours a day at. I logged into work today because I had some work to do, and it's just a lot for me to keep up besides me just doing BTS. Now, since I'm doing other things besides BTS, so I'm trying to like innovate and I went and like built this studio. Like I not built it, but I had to put the stuff on the wall and I had to, you see Sugar up here. You see Yoongi, he's up here. This is ATEEZ. This is Yoongi. This is Jin. This is my artwork. By the way, that's an award winner. I was gonna try to put more of my artwork, but I can only fit it so much in a frame. So I put this one here because this is my smallest one. This one has actual meaning though. Like I experienced that. But anyway, so Catherine O'Hara, rest in peace. And James Vanderbilt, yes, rest in peace. Catherine O'Hara was my girl though. Like that was my girl. That was my road dog for real. Like I love Schitt's Creek. If you have not seen Schitt's Creek is one of my favorite shows. I don't like comedy shows, but I could. Matter of fact, I was gonna watch Schitt's Creek the other day, but I'll probably start watching it tonight because it cracked me up so bad when it came out. Like I started watching it late. I was late to Schitt's Creek. It had me laughing. I was giggling so hard, and Catherine O'Hara in Schitt's Creek is hilarious. Like Catherine O'Hara is like between her and the sun. That is like my personality. Like the sun and her. That's my personality. Like in one person, like you put them two together, and that's me. That's my personality. So yeah, those are yeah. This. Hi Jennifer. Amethyst Sky is Jennifer. This is my bedroom, Jennifer. She's like, are you in the other room or are you in the bed? I couldn't be in the other room. It'd be hot up in there, girl. Yeah, Jennifer's here. They're online streaming, not Netflix, but they're online streaming the Go Yang concert at home, so it's going to be on Weverse. That's right, Shelling P. Jennifer, are you going to stream the concert? I love Schitt's Creek. Oh, my God. Yeah, it has all the Canadians in it. Like, all the Canadians, all the Canadian actors. All of them. Jennifer, I want to know if Jennifer's going to stream. I'm so excited. Mara Rose's glorious casting for her. Jennifer. Uh-oh. ATP is here. Just got an update from Instagram. RM posting musics he's listening to, and Big Hit posted the guys' love songs that's on their list. It said it's on YouTube. Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay, thank you, Katina, with the updates. Is there a new Elvis movie coming out? No. No, I have not watched Heated Rivalry. I hear people talk about it, but it's about hockey, so I'm out. And isn't it a romance movie about two guys? I'm out. I don't do romance movies. What is Sugar's love song? Y'all, Katina, go tell me. That's the first thing I want to know. What's Sugar's love song? What is his love song? Go and tell me. Go look it up, Katina, please. It's not really about hockey. That's what I heard. It's about some sticks, but it ain't about Yes, but y'all like that romantic stuff. I don't like you like Jennifer be watching them K dramas, and Jennifer be like, "Oh, I just got through watching blah 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 K drama," and I'll be like, "Is it one of these romantic K dramas that I hate?" Or they just happen to play hockey. I can't do the romantic stuff. And if somebody ain't being killed or like decimated, then I'm not interested. I was like, ain't no zombies in it. Y'all ain't got no zombies up in here. No, no, we ain't got no zombies. Ain't nobody dying. Ain't no time travel. Ain't no magic in this bitch. Okay, I'm out. I'm like, it got to be time travel, zombies, somebody dying, some kind of monster. Like, it got to be Sweet Home or Train to Busan. I just, I can't. Is it on your list? I can't do the love stories. Like, girl, ain't nobody getting killed. I'll be sitting here like this and just, they ain't just, ain't nobody dead yet. I need all the sci-fi and the fantasy elements in order for me to care about these characters. Oh no, I don't do no book, honey. I don't do no kind of romance. I just write it. That is, people are like, well, don't you write romantic stuff? I'm like, bitch, don't go there. Okay. Let me be crazy. Let me be crazy. Let me be a crazy Cancer. They like, but don't you write romance? I was like, don't do me. Don't talk about what I'm writing. I know I'm a hypocrite that way because I do write. My story is very, but my story has drama. It's very K drama ish. Like what I write is very, very K drama, but it has romantic and adult intimacy in it. So I like if you're gonna have romance in it, and you gotta have some sexy time in it. Like I had to see something. Okay, it gotta be some violence and some sex. Other than that, I'm like, I'm like, what are we doing? You know. Sugar said one of his love songs is from Bruno Mars. Which Bruno Mars song? It better not be. I should have brought her flowers. Is it that song? Is she dancing with another man? Is it that song? I swear to God, if it's that song, I'm going to fall out this damn chair. Oh, talking to the moon. That's not even a romantic song, Sugar, but okay. You know what, Sugar? That's fine. But anyway, back on topic. Oh no, I don't need adult movies with a plot. I'm like, no plot, no talking, no music. I ain't got time for that. So talking to the moon is Sugar's. I'm like, that's not even a romantic. I gotta look up the lyrics. I haven't heard that song in a long time. Cause I talking to the moon I love that song, but it's not, I guess it is. I guess talking to the moon, trying to get to you. I guess it is a romantic song, I guess. I guess talking to the moon is a romantic song. Somebody pull up the lyrics. Hold on. We're going to pull up the lyrics. So BTS, if y'all just wondering, they just posted a list of their love songs. I want to know what Namjoon's love song is. A list of their love songs. And then they said they put it on their website. I'm not on social media or their website. But they posted their love songs. So I'm asking which members have which love songs. I don't have a favorite love song. No, I'm not even going to say that. I thought for a second, I was like, I know what my favorite love song is. But it's highly inappropriate. Oh. Okay. Is that the lyrics from Talking to the Moon? I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away. I want you back. I want you back. My neighbors think I'm crazy, but they don't understand you're all I had. You're all I had. Oh, I guess that is a romantic song. I just like the beat. Okay. So Talking to the Moon is Talking to the Moon. Oh, am I a fool to sit around talking to the moon? Okay, that sounds like something Sugar would say was a good love song. That sounds very Sugar-esque. That sounds very like Sugar. Like a GAK says, I'm feeling like I'm famous, the talk of the town. They say I've gone mad. Yeah, I've gone mad, but they don't know what I know because when the sun goes down, someone's talking back. Yeah, okay. So I can see Sugar. That's very Sugar. I can see him listening to that song and thinking yeah, it is kind of romantic. It's kind of like where you're pining for somebody and that person's gone and you're just looking at the moon thinking of that other person. I can see that. That is a very realistic scenario and situation. That's very Sugar-esque. I could see him I could see him pining for somebody, that maybe he, wanted to be with somebody and had a breakup. I can see that. Considering the other songs that Sugar has written about love and relationships, then that kind of fits. That kind of fits in there. So okay. That song fits Sugar very well. Yes, Goldwyn says that song fits Sugar very well. It reminds me of the songs that he's written for BTS. Like SLD reminds me the lyrics remind me of that song. Yeah. So I could see him thinking about somebody and thinking, dang, I miss this person and you know, if it's chicken. I want to know what RM did though. I want to know RM. But anyway, so why you guys get that together? Let's move on to the next story. We've talked about BTS. That's mainly what y'all here for. But we've talked about BTS. There's a lot of more to come. And I will be reporting on it. There's more to come. We're going to talk about the CBX thing next. Now, I have done 2 videos about someone tell you the Jimin song. I'm interested in all of their love songs now. Yeah, story 2 is incoming. I've done 2 videos about the CBX thing. So CBX is a unit. They are also known as EXO-CBX. And it's 3 guys that make CBX. And they were members of a boy group called EXO. And a lot of you guys know who EXO. EXO was up there with BTS. They're not up there, but they came out around the same time and they have a loyal fan base, and they're not worldwide, but they're really popular in South Korea and also internationally too. I went to go see Kai, and he's a member. I have a whole video of Kai, and I went to go see him this year. Me and Jennifer did, and his concert was good. RM's list had a song, We're All in This Together, from High School Musical at the top of his list. Sorry, what? Okay. That totally derailed me. That RM's song is We're All in This Together from High School Musical. I don't even, I'm speechless. What? She said, where is this list, y'all? Where is this list at, y'all? Y'all, what? That is so bizarre. RM is like, I ain't got no love, so I ain't got no love songs. Really? Like High School Musical? He might be secretly into musicals. But All in This Together is not a romantic song. Where is the list? Y'all tell Jasmine where the list is. Oh, it's on Instagram stories. Okay. Y'all go look at this list. Because that is RM, that is so bizarre that I think that there's a meaning behind. Hello from India. Namaste. From India. Namaste. I don't know what to say about that. Okay, anyway, we're carrying right along. I don't even know what to say about that. Like that is ooh, I need to do some more investigating on that one. We don't need somebody to psychoanalyze that one, because that is not what I expected at all. But okay. But I think that RM maybe had picked that song because he doesn't want to pick a love song. Oh, they all have different. Okay, Jimin's number 1 is Easy Adele. Easy on Me by Adele. I don't know that song. Easy on Me by Adele. I don't even know what that is. I'm not an Adele fan. They all have about 12 to 15 songs on their list. Okay, somebody's going to have to I'm going to have to try to go. Which Instagram is it on? Is it on the BTS's Instagram or is it my bias is sugar? So y'all going to tell me which Instagram this is on. Oh, it's a great song. Adele is not. Y'all know I don't do, my idea of romance is like Trap Queen, And you're my baby, baby, baby. How to say hello, but Trap Queen. Like, that's my. Yes, please drop the link. It's also on YouTube. What channel is it on YouTube? Is it on the Bangtan TV channel? My ultimate song of romance is "Me and My Girlfriend" by Tupac. So that just tells you, all I need in my life is sin is me and my girlfriend down the ride to the bloody end. That is my idea. You know what? That was me and my ex-boyfriend from back in the day. That was our song. That's my idea of romance. I'm like, oh, my ex is like, baby, this is our song. I'm like, not the Beyonce Jay-Z version. No, the Tupac version. Okay. Just me and my girlfriend. Jim's number 2 is All of Me by John Legend. I do know that song. It's on YouTube. Which YouTube channel? Is it the Bangtan TV? I'm going to have to look at this later and just reprint this list. They each have about 12 to 15 songs. I can't believe RM's number 1 was High School Musical. I feel like there's a meaning behind this that I don't know about, that maybe it's just something secret that we don't know, that he's sending a signal maybe out to somebody. I don't know. Some I love it. Yeah, but but anyway, back to what I was saying. We got derailed over this list. I shouldn't even be looking at the list anyway, because I'm so out on love music. I don't even know why I'm worried about. Anyway, I'm not worried about this list because I don't care. I'm a salty bitch. So CBX, yeah, CBX is Xiumin, Chin, and Baekhyun of EXO. Hello, Emily. Ice Queen is trying to find out where is it at. Yoongi is looking. Look, see, now y'all distracted me. Wait a minute. The guys have a new pic, and Yoongi is looking good, girl. It's on YouTube. Which YouTube? Bye. Have a good day at school. Thank you. Doing great. Y'all need to tell me which Instagram is it on and which YouTube is it on. And then we can get that information and get it out to the masses. And if I got to get my TV, I will pull it up and I will look at it on my TV while I'm doing this live stream, but not right now. But yeah, CBX it's in the shorts. It's in the shorts on what? On Instagram or YouTube? I don't know how Instagram works. Yeah, explain it to me like I'm a dummy. It's on YouTube short for which channel? Does anyone have a link? Just tell me what channel it is. Oh, it's almost 4 a.m. Ruth said, look, it's almost 4 a.m. here, girl. Like, look. Yes, y'all got to tell us which YouTube channel it's on and which Instagram it's on. Oh, you don't know. We need to know which YouTube. Is it the BTS Bangtan TV YouTube, or is it, I don't know. Or just different people are posting it. We'll wait. I'll wait and see. I'll look it up later. I'll look it up later. We're just trying to pull it up for the people who want to see it. Look at the story and the link will pop up. Look at the story on Instagram. Oh, well, I got to find it on YouTube. I don't even have Instagram downloaded. Ruth, go catch some street. Okay, anyway, so CBX. Jennifer said, anyway, damn it. CBX. She don't care about BTS. Yeah, y'all saying Instagram story. Whose Instagram story? Does the BTS people have it, or is it a particular member? I think that's what we need to know. Whose Instagram do I need to go to, or do they need to go to? Anyway, Jennifer said, okay, so CBX. So CBX, I did 2 videos about their agency, which is 100. Things keep going really wrong for them. So what is happening is there's rumors going around that their agency have ran out of money and not paying people. They've had to cancel concerts. I had somebody come into my comment section and was like, no, 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 da, 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 no, no, no. These are things that people are saying in newspaper articles. There are people online anonymously scared to say something publicly because in the industry, you will get blackballed. So there are employees who are scared to go on the record and say something. So they're going anonymously online in South Korea and saying that they have not gotten paid 1 to 2 months. So what's happened now is that employees allegedly have lost their insurance. So they've lost their health insurance, they have lost their retirement and their pension money, yet the employee is still coming out of their paycheck. But then the employees are getting notices from the insurance company saying, your company has not paid, so we're cutting your benefits. So there are people trying to get medicines, trying to go to the doctor and finding out that they don't have insurance anymore because the company has not paid. So people are kind of in a panic that their pensions and stuff, but the money is still coming out of their paycheck. So there are people who are upset about that. There are people who have not received a paycheck in over a month. That is what's happening right now. There's allegedly that idols are not getting paid. Now, the idols have not said anything. They wouldn't dare say anything about their agency because, again, they're probably contractually obligated not to say anything. And then they also are probably holding on thinking that the agency is eventually going to pay them their money. So they don't want to shame the agency or themselves. So SM Entertainment has come and said that they have seized the assets of CBX because CBX lost a lawsuit in October and they're supposed to pay SM 10% of their royalties. They have not. SM is like, bitch better have my money. SM wants their money. So not only are CBX not getting paid from their agency 100, here comes SM to seize their assets. And SM is like, we'll drag them back into court if they have to, if they don't get their money. SM was like, we were nice enough to let y'all go off and go and get. They lost the court case, and that was the agreement. They were going to pay 10% of revenue to SM. They have not. But then again, they may not even have 10% of revenue to pay them. Then there's back taxes owed on villas that is owned by 100. The agency owns these villas and the idols stay in these villas, right? And they owe back taxes and they haven't paid. So the National Tax Service in South Korea is like, we're going to seize this property because you owe months and months and months of back taxes on these villas. And it's a lot of money. So there's that. So then on top of that, so the chairman is a woman. Her vice president or CEO is somebody in the industry named MC Mong. I wasn't familiar with MC Mong. Apparently he was a second generation rapper or artist, somewhere in the second generation. He's been in the industry a long time. So MC Mong there's these cacao messages came out of the chairwoman and the MC Mong, the CEO, having an affair. And it was these salacious cacao messages. They both denied it. MC Mong is saying that the chairman's sister was trying to set him up to get him out the company. And he said that the messages were tampered with. Now, how did she get the messages in the first place? We don't really know. But he was saying the messages were tampered with. So he decided last week to step down. Then, so he's not CEO anymore. Here's where it gets crazy. Last week, he lives in these high-rise apartments. So last week, the neighbors called the cops in South Korea because the neighbors is like, there's prostitutes. The neighbors is like, there's hoes. There's hoes. So this is not the first time his neighbors have looked on their security cameras and called the police on MC Mong. Apparently, MC Mong, there are people coming in and out of his apartment at all hours. So the neighbors called the police because the neighbors is like, come get these hoes out of our neighborhood. Because, okay, what the neighbors are saying is that 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, these younger ladies, because MC Mong is like in his 40s. So these younger ladies are coming to his home at all hours of the night. And then these older men are showing up too. Now, he claimed when the police show up that he was just having a party. He was like, no. I was just having a party. We just some friends just hanging out. And the neighbors are like, No, they are loud. And these women, they come and they don't stay for very long. So these women come for about an hour and they turn around and leave. So he has been accused of facilitating prostitution. And then on top of that, at the end of the article, they was like, oh, by the way, this wasn't his first time being accused of prostitution. Back in June, he was accused of prostitution as well. In June 2025, he was accused of soliciting prostitutes, that he claims that they are just friends. These ain't no friends, y'all. So he claims that they just friends. So this is where this story, so he is refuting claims of either soliciting or in Dave. Some people went so far as saying he's involved in a prostitution ring. So here's where it gets even more crazier. So I had people in my comments and they were like, oh, we were surprised MC Mong was even a lot around like young lady idols and trainees. And I was like, bitch, what? So I had people come into my TikTok account where I film my videos. I film my videos in TikTok. Do you know people were sending me private messages on TikTok talking about MC Mong is a whole ass perv? Girl, people were sending me private TikTok messages talking about MC Mong is a nasty pervert. They were saying that he was dating idols allegedly. I don't want to get in trouble, but people were sending me messages in my TikTok, were DMing me talking about this man is nasty, and that there were trainees in different agencies that he was trying to talk to that was young as like 19 years old. And this man has been known to solicit young ladies. And people was, yes, you can't make this shit up, Marie Miller. People were sending me messages on the low talking about, I know who this man is, and there's rumors going around that this man is a sex pest, that he has had affairs with multiple young ladies and promised them to get further in the business if they would do something strange. So yes, if you go back to my comment section, you will see several comments by different people going, I'm surprised they let him around. They're like, oh, that sounds like MC Mong. Like, that sounds like something he was doing. I was like, what y'all? I'm like, oh, because I don't know the history of this man. I still don't. I'm gonna have to look up the history of this man because I don't know MC Mong from a side of fries. So people was telling me, Sugar got sugar. Yes, on his list. I like that song. So I don't know. So yes, I heard that this man should not be in the industry. And people were telling me that there's rumors going around in South Korea that he is not, that this person has had a history of perverted behavior with younger lady idols or trainees, and they weren't surprised that he was soliciting prostitution. So again, this story went from like, okay, to like every day there's something I look up and I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I'm like, and again, I'm going to end it with this on this story. I'm surprised that nobody is talking about this story. It shocks me to my core. I'm like, some people were saying in the comment section, where are the protest trucks? Where are the funeral wreaths at? I said, people be sending protest trucks because somebody don't get enough lines in a damn song. And nobody is sending protest trucks. The employees are not getting paid. The idols are not getting paid. They canceling concerts. They canceling albums. Taemin was supposed to have a physical album come out. CBX was supposed to have another album come out. All of that has been, quote unquote, put on hold or whatever. And I'm like, okay, so where the protest trucks at? Y'all, they send protest trucks about anything else. Ain't nobody send no protest trucks about it. Ain't no funeral wreaths. Y'all ain't got no protest trucks up in here. Where are the protest trucks, y'all? I'm dumbfounded. I'm like, y'all ain't got nothing to say, y'all. Yeah, I'm like Taemin and CBX and Bad Villain and the boys. These are various idols in these agencies. It's more than just CBX, Taemin, the boys, Bad Villain. Bad Villain just came out. They just debuted like a year and a half ago, and they have some good songs. Vivix is another female group, a 3-member female group. Girl, I was like, ain't nobody got no smoke for 100? Nobody has no smoke for 100. Nobody. Nobody ain't talking about this. The list have BTS songs and solo songs on it. Ruth, is that true? They have BTS songs on there. I feel bad for Bad Villain too, because Bad Villain is a good group. Bad Villain came out with some bangers last year. Because it's not hype, Lisa. There you go, Lisa. Lisa said, because it's not hype. Nobody is talking about this story but me. Like Marie, I'm the only person. I didn't look. I was like, ain't nobody talking about. This is one of the biggest scandals and travesty in K-pop. What is happening with CBX? And I'm like, y'all EXOs, y'all ain't. The EXOs are talking about it. But EXO just came out with a new album. So the EXOs is just kind of like, I don't know. Their fandom is kind of divided right now. But yeah, I'm like, if this was Hybe, if this was Pledis or Source Music or Big Hit or B-Lift. Yes, I did watch the halftime show twice. Like, if this was a Hybe subsidiary, we would never hear the end of it. Like, it would be all over the news 24/7. And nobody's, yes, they're calling CBX traitors because they left. So in my video that I just did on Friday, I told you I went back to 2023. So when CBX was having problems with SM, I went back to 2023 and started looking to see what people were saying online. And back in 2023, the fans were like gassing them up. The fans was like, yeah, y'all should leave and da 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 da. Now come 2026, the fans are like, well, they should have never left. And I said in my video, these idols should not let these fans gas them up. Don't let these fans get you ass out in here in this industry. Because the fans was encouraging CBX to leave SM back in 2023. Now the fans have turned on them. Boys with Love, I Use 8, First Love by BTS. I tried. I'm sorry, chat. It's okay. I'll get the list together and I'll put it on my post. It would be, yes, it would be yes. If this was Hybe, this would be all over the place. I told them idols, I said, if there are idols out there watching my video, don't let them fans get your ass caught up. Because them fans was like, yeah, y'all should leave. And SM is greedy. Now the fans are like, well, maybe they should have stayed. And, you know, they just got too greedy. And because it's hard out here. Hello, Jasmine Rose. Jasmine Rose, thank you. Thank you. You were a paying member. I appreciate it. You can find a list on YouTube Music. Oh, I don't even know what YouTube Music is. Is that a thing? I will find a list and post a list out. Thank you, Jasmine, for signing up. Big ups to Jasmine. Yes, I will find the list for you guys and I will try to post it. Lists are on YouTube Music. I don't even know what YouTube Music is. Where's that at? I don't listen to music on YouTube. I don't use any streaming. I'm going to do a whole video about streaming. I don't stream music. Yeah, they would be dragging Hybe for filth if this was Hybe or one of their subsidiaries. They would be dragging them. And I can't believe, I was like, y'all ain't got no protest trucks? They're like, eh. I'm like, okay, well, I'm the only person talking about this story. CBX and EXO are legends, and they don't. I do feel like at SM they were getting a bad deal. I do feel like they were, but SM let them go. SM was like, you go and be at another agency and just pay us 10% royalties. That's what they were telling. They were fair enough, and I thought that was a fair deal. But the fact that they haven't paid SM is a problem. You know, someone posted the list and the links too. Okay, good, Bruce. These lists must be the revolutionary. They are. Look, everybody wants to know what kind of romantic songs BTS are listening to. Everybody is on it. Oh, you think YouTube Music is connected to premium? Oh no, I don't do any streaming services. Yeah, SM didn't let them go. They fought to go. Yes, they fought to go. But I thought SM's deal was pretty fair. I thought it was pretty fair. The boys had a rough. I don't know anything about the boys group. I do know. I did see something when I was researching about them having problems with BPM, because BPM was their agency with Taemin, the boys, and a bunch of other people. They got bought out by 100. They had no choice in the matter. So none of these artists, some of these artists had no choice. Their agency got bought out by 100. And 100, by the way, has only been around since 2023. So they have not been around that long. Soda Pop is on JK's list. Okay, y'all playing with me now. No, I don't stream music. What do I stream music for? Sonia, I don't even like music like that. What am I streaming music for, Sonia? We gonna get into that conversation. No, I do not stream music at all. I don't own a streaming service like Spotify or anything. My kids, they are on Spotify, but they don't pay for it though. My kids have the free one. But no, I don't stream music at all. I've never streamed any music. Ever. I'm not into music like that. I tell you, I don't. The only time I listen to music is when I'm in the gym. That's the only time I listen to music. Yeah, you can stream music for free. I can go on YouTube and pull up a song on YouTube if I need to listen to it. I'm not going to, I mean, but I don't listen to music enough to do, like there are some people I know that listen to music all the time. Like they listen to music in their car, they listen to music at home, they listen to music at work, and I don't. Only time I listen to music is when I go work out. And when I do listen to music, like I work out maybe an hour. Maybe. That's it. Hello, Becky C? Becky C? Beck C? But yeah, I'm not a music person. I'm not into music. I don't. No. I talk about the industry. I like the industry. I like the business of the music. She said download on MP3s. That's right, girl. Do your thing. See, Sonia's like, yeah, you create lists on YouTube and play it in my car. I don't listen to music in my car. My kids, we get in my car. My kids hate getting in the car with me. They put their headphones on. Cause my kids know when I get in I'm like, well, like I said, K-pop this is just what I do. This is my channel. This is one hobby. This is number 4 in my list of things that I like. Number 1 is politics and news. That's all I listen to. Number 2, sci-fi and fantasy. I do a lot of sci-fi and fantasy. In history, I watch a lot of music history. And then K-pop is like number 4. Like I'm not a big, you burning CDs, ain't nothing wrong with that. Robin, look, CDs is coming back, girl. I hear it all the time. They talking on YouTube, talking about CDs is coming back. I don't listen to a lot of music. Music don't do much for me. I grew up with a lot of music and it just doesn't, like some people listen to music because of emotional reasons. I'm like, music doesn't comfort me. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't, reading does that for me. I listen to a lot of audiobooks because I like reading. I like Suga's music? Yes. If I didn't like BTS music, then I wouldn't fuck with BTS. I do like Suga's music. Yes. But am I the type of person to listen to music every day? No. I could go months and not listen to music. Music just doesn't do anything for me. I'm your soda pop. Yeah, I go to concerts. That's enough music for me in a day. I'm a book reader. I'd much rather listen to, like I said, when I get in the car, my kids know that like I'm going to be listening to Tabitha. I'm going to be listening to Midas Touch. My kids get in the car and they're going to hear some geopolitical point. They're going to hear Democracy Now! For about an hour. When we do road trips, we used to go drive to San Antonio, which is 5 hours away. My kids, they know they got to bring headphones and make sure it's portable chargers because they know that they're going to hear an audiobook. Most of the time it's going to be nonfiction. It's probably going to be like some historical, something about some battle. I'm really into like Roman war stuff. Like and then when I do listen to music, I have trash taste. I keep telling y'all, I have trash taste in music. Like my taste in music is Meg Thee Stallion. Like my taste in music is like, lick it, bend, stick it. Like that's my, then that's stuff I can't really listen in the car with my kids anyways. It's not appropriate for my children. So I have to be in the mood to listen to music. So I listen to BTS like at night when I go to sleep at night. I will turn some music on or ambience. I will sleep with music on. That's about it. But I'm not a music lover. Like, I don't know how people could listen to music every day and they're like, music is my life and I love music and music is so great. And I'm just sitting there like, I get bored after about 4 or 5 songs. I'm like, okay, enough of that. Now, if I'm at the club and I'm drinking, I want to hear music. If I'm drunk, I want to hear some music because I like to dance. You listen to music daily since you can't listen to news that works. Tabitha Speaks is not. Meg Thee Stallion is not trash music. I say it in a loving way. What I'm saying is that a lot of my music is not like, there's some old school music that I would listen to some old school every now and again. To me, music is I have to be working out. Like I need something with a beat to be like I'm on the treadmill. I'm like That's what I do. But I am fascinated by people who, my kids are not really into music. Like they listen to really weird, I'm sorry, not weird, but obscure indie. They don't listen to pop music. Like if you tell my kids who Nicki Minaj is, they have no idea who the hell that is. They be like, yeah, it's Nicki Minaj. My kids be like, who? My kids barely know who Bruno Mars is. They were like, they've never, I think Opta was the first Bruno Mars song that they ever heard. Other than that, they couldn't name not one damn Bruno Mars song, not one Coldplay song. My kids know some BTS songs because they were everywhere. My kids could not name you any Sabrina Carpenter songs, any maybe a Billie Eilish song or two. They are not into pop music at all. They like really weird, obscure, like old mom. Like my daughter listened to a song called Mom Jeans, like a group called Mom Jeans. I don't know what the hell that is. Egyptology channels. Yeah, but yeah, my kids don't know who that is. My kids are like, oh, the Opta guy. They just, that's it. That's it. My kids, they don't like, I'm proud to say that my kids do not like pop music at all. All the stuff that their little friends be listening to, my kids don't like hip hop. They are not into rap music. They like, what is this? Why are they saying the N-word? This is inappropriate. That's my kids because they didn't grow up listening to that. So to hear something like that, they like, why are they talking like that? Like it's jarring to them because they didn't grow up listening to that. They didn't grow up listening to music. I'll tell you, when my kids were babies, when I would drive around with my son, I'll be listening to Karen Hunter and Dr. Greg Carr. But that's when my kids grew up. My kids grew up listening to Roland Martin. My own kids are like, Uncle Roro. Because that's what they grew up with. They just grew up with, like, in the background, like, okay, she's talking, she's listening to a whole docuseries about the royal family. My kids like, yeah, Queen Elizabeth, and wasn't she having an affair with Walter Raleigh? Yeah, I think she was. My kids know useless ass facts. So no, music is not, I don't stream music. Music is not a big player in my household. J-Hope lists for the first time in forever. I like Adore You by Harry Styles. No, Mom Jeans is some kind of like emo rock. My kids listen to a lot of emo rock music. Yes, Mom Jeans is the name of a group. You can look them up on YouTube. They're not a New Jeans knockoff. But yeah, I don't stream music. I don't get it. I don't, I love any kind of history. I love I'm a history fanatic. Like I said, if you would look at my playlist, you would see what I watch all day and you're like, and it's not K-pop. K-pop is not my obsession. It's not my first love. It will never be my first love. Their love song is so interesting and different. I can't wait to see this list. I can't wait to see this list. Top's new video teaser. Yeah, I'm reposting his video teaser, but I had to stagger it out. Like I can't post all of my shorts in one day, so I had to stretch it out. But I saw TOP's teaser video. TOP, Daddy. Y'all know how I feel about TOP. Oh my God. Oh my God, TOP teaser. Yes, I will be reposting the teaser. It's supposed to come out, I think, Monday or something, because I have to stagger out my videos. Because if I put too much on one day, YouTube like flips out and like kills me in the algorithms. But yes, TOP. Oh, TOP. TOP gives me heart palpitations. I'm like, even my daughter's like, who TOP? I was like, Thanos. She's like, Thanos is coming out with an album. That's what my kids know him as, Thanos. They like Thanos. TOP is your first Opa. Baby, TOP, I'm late to the game. You know, Big Bang, I ain't got nothing but love for Big Bang. Y'all know I'm a fierce defender of Big Bang after learning about them and still trying to work on that Big Bang video. I'm going to get around to it. TOP is like, he's good. But I can't wait to see this BTS love song list. I don't know if I should look at it now because I'll be sitting there going like, wait a minute, what kind of love? Who put Soda Pop? Only Jungkook will put Soda Pop on the list. Yeah, I'm ready for new TOP music. I'm ready for it. But anyway, so that's what I was saying about CBX. And CBX leads to New Jeans, because what I was saying is like, now we're going to talk about Hee Jin and New Jeans. So that leads me on to the next subject, while we get derailed all the time. We get derailed every week. I can't help it, y'all. It's okay. I get derailed, y'all. But which brings me to New Jeans. You know, Hee Jin won the lawsuit. Okay, like just moment of silence. Okay, so I had to have a moment of silence on Hee Jin willing her, because I know some of y'all was real hurt in the comment section, and I thought that yes, oh God, New Jeans. I thought that Hee Jin was going to win her money, her put option, but Hybe is appealing. Hybe is appealing the decision, y'all. Wait, hold up. Hybe is appealing the New Jeans decision. Okay, calm down. So we'll see how this goes. It's going to be tied up in the court another 6 to 9 months. Sugar's wearing glasses. You know what? Where is this on Instagram? Yeah, I want to see this pic. I can't get on Instagram on my computer though, because I have my work computer, and my work computer has it blocked. Your least favorite topic is Hee Jin, but I do have to say the CBX situation is akin, like I said in my video on Friday, to New Jeans, because New Jeans could still be their future. I actually had somebody come in my comment section. Wait a minute, y'all, and annoy the hell out of me today. Somebody came in my comment section, was like, well, New Jeans got streaming numbers. I'm like, little girl. Okay. First of all, artists don't make a lot of money on streams, number one. Number two, just because your song streams and your songs are popular, that means nothing in the grand scheme of things. Because I'm going to do a video this week and letting people know the point of being in the music industry is to stay relevant, to make money. I said, New Jeans ain't making no albums. New Jeans ain't got no comeback. New Jeans ain't got no branding deals. They have nothing. Zero, zilch, 0, 0, 0, 0. So just because you stream and they're getting literally 0.001 cents per dollar, 8 cents at the most, which they're not. ADOR gets part of that cut. They're not making any money. I don't understand why streaming numbers is a flex in K-pop. That's another thing I'm going to put on my video. I did a video last week about the weird shit in K-pop that I don't understand. I don't understand the streaming thing. The streaming thing is vanity numbers. The streaming thing only exists in K-pop, because in Western music industry and Western fans, we really don't care how many streams a person does on Spotify or iTunes. It's not a flex, because again, they're not making a lot of money off of streams. You could have 5 billion streams and not make no money. You know, it's literally less than 1 cent per stream. It's like 0.001 per stream. So it's like, how, I don't understand. Somebody explain to me, how the fuck is streams a flex in K-pop? This is one of these weird wackadoo things I once again don't understand. How is that a flex? I don't know how New Jeans is going. Wait, actually, it seems Hive does earn money from streams. It isn't. Yeah, it's in their financial report, but they don't earn a lot of money. I even pulled up the numbers. Even if you go on Asian Entertainment, she's talked about the streams as well, that they don't make a lot of money from streams. It's not a source of hardcore revenue from streams. I don't understand. These are vanity numbers. Like, it's not really like they're making tons and tons of money from. So I don't understand how that is a flex for fans to be like, because again, like I said in my comment section today, I said popularity don't pay the bills. Having clicks and views on social media it don't pay enough. Not for a K-pop group. The source of revenue for any type of musical artist is going to be album sales. It's going to be especially merchandise and branding deals. And New Jeans has neither one of those. So no New Jeans member has either one of those. They get their residual royalties, but as time goes on, their royalties will be less and less and less because they haven't put out anything new. So I don't understand how streaming numbers for a group that's not doing shit is a flex. I didn't understand that, Not comparable. Yeah, they do make money, but it's not a lot of money. Yes, you literally get paid cents on streams. It's not a lot of money. Right. That's where they make their money. Amazon pay more. I can look it up. I can tell you how much they pay. Because I posted it. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. I mean, it's literally, when I say pennies, I mean pennies. Pennies, 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 pennies. I'm going to pull it up because it's not a lot. And in the American music industry, the only thing streams are good for in the American music industry is it's basically PR money. In the American music industry, streams are considered PR. It's not really considered like revenue. It's considered to get your music out there, So it's not really like, so I don't understand again, what relevancy does it have in K-pop? How much do artists make on streams? So it's not really, okay. Streaming services typically pay artists 0.003 to 0.01 per stream, with rates vary significantly based on the platform and the user and the tier. Top payers include Tidal and Apple Music, while Spotify and YouTube generally offer lower per stream rates. YouTube would, because YouTube is a juggernaut. Generally, 1,000 streams generate roughly $1 to $9 for rights holders. And then the agency gets a part of that. So Tidal pays 0.0072 to 0.099. Apple Music pays 0.0056 to 0.0098. Amazon Music is 0.004 to 0.008. Spotify is 0.003 to 0.005. And YouTube is at the bottom. YouTube is 0.0007 to 0.005. So streaming does not pay a lot of money. It's not enough to pay the bills. Again, those are vanity numbers. I still don't understand why this is a thing in K-pop, because it's a flex, though they equate streaming numbers with popularity, but some people have large streaming numbers, still can't make the charts, or are not popular. Right. Streaming is not even an indicator of popularity. Minji I don't think she's coming back. Concerts makes the most money. Concerts and going on tour has always made the most money for artists. Artists make a lot of money going on tour. So Minji, I don't know what she's going to do. It's been since November since she's been talking to come back. In my opinion, I'd be surprised if she comes back. So no, artists don't make a lot of money. I don't understand why this is a thing in K-pop. Streams mean nothing. It doesn't mean that you are going to make the charts. It doesn't mean you're going to get a lot of money. Streaming are vanity numbers. Again, in the Western music industry, streaming is considered up there with PR. People pay to have music agencies in America, all over, but in particular in the West, pay to have their artists on these streaming groups, and they pay for clicks. Like that's something known in the industry. They've been caught doing this all the time because it's PR and it's marketing. It comes out of their marketing budgets. It's not revenue. It's not whenever they do royalties, when they start divvying it up, it's so minuscule in their whole sense of revenue for an artist or an agency. Streaming is way at the bottom. So again, someone coming in my comment section talking about New Jeans, and I'm like, who cares? Either way, ADOR, and then on top of that, ADOR gets their cut anyway. So anything that New Jeans sells, ADOR gets their cut. They can't. Artists cannot live off of streams and revenues. They have to diversify. They have to have other ways of making money. And streaming is just not it. It's not a lot of revenue. I mean, it's not 1,000 streams $1. I mean, that's not enough money. That's not enough money to even with digital sales of albums. They make more money selling physical copies of albums than digital. So physical copies of albums make money. Touring and merchandise make money. A lot of money. So this is one of these weird wacko things again, I come from the West. I'm in America. I'm used to the American music industry. No one in the American music industry is flexing about streams. Like no one's like, man, if Taylor Swift meets 1 billion streams, that's a big deal. She's one of the top streamers apparently on Spotify. That's good. But no one cares if like some group comes out or some artist comes out with something and people are like, oh, they have 1 million streams. I only see that written up in K-pop. I don't see that in Billboard and Forbes unless somebody gets up to like 1 billion streams or something crazy like that. Only in K-pop is it regularly reported how many streams an artist has. Like they report that all the time. And I think that K-pop fans, y'all have been desensitized and brainwashed into thinking like this is a flex or something, but really it's not. it's just, I'm like, well, they ain't making no money. And to me, if they ain't making no money, I don't care. I'm like, are they making any money off of? Oh, no, we ain't making. Well, okay, I'm out. Like if they ain't making no money, I'm all about the money. Whatever prestige and PR has to go towards them making money, which means branding deals and tours. I hope Hype does win their appeal. Does it even count for music shows? I don't fucking know. I don't care about music shows either. Music shows. Does the streaming count for music shows? Y'all answer the question. I don't know. I don't watch music shows. I don't know about that either. I don't, all I know is about the money. These music shows gonna make them any money? Do they get paid to be on a music show? I don't think so. I don't follow music shows or award shows in Korea. Like I'll watch the award shows, but I don't understand this. Don't they have to vote on the music shows or something? No, it doesn't count toward. Okay. Shelly P said, no, it does not count toward the music shows. Don't they have to vote online or something? I don't know. All I know is that somebody coming to my comment section talking about New Jeans got some streams. I'm like, big fucking deal. I'm like, they ain't getting paid. They're not making no money and they ain't making no money for that. I'm like, wow, ooh, okay, ooh. Like, I was like, that's you the wrong person to be telling me that. I'm like, honey, if they ain't making no money, then they're irrelevant. And K-pop industry moves really, really fast. And so if you are not out making albums and out here at the damn fan meets, you better be performing in Japan or some shit. If you are not outperforming, making albums, then you're dead weight in the K-pop industry. You are literally a liability. You are losing money, not making money. The goal, I said, some of y'all missed the plot. The goal of being in the industry, whether people want to admit it or not, is best believe to make money. Nobody wants to be sitting at home like, okay, I'm popular, but you ain't making no money. Shit, popularity don't pay the bills. Clicks and views on social media don't pay the bills. It don't. You can only make so much money from that. I'm like, yeah, if you're a regular schmegular person, but if you're an idol, you have expenses. You have family to take care of. Half of the idols are taking care of their mama and their daddy and their aunt, uncle and their cousins and their brothers and sisters. I'm like, shit, they looking at you like, aren't you going to get out there and work or something? Because, money come up short real quick. I can't tell you how many idols have went broke after their group got disbanded or their contract didn't get renewed or whatever. There are so many idols out there that are out there working like regular smuggler jobs or just struggling because they can't make money, because they're not popular anymore. And they had a whole bunch of money, but money goes real fast in the industry, real fast. Because you got people, especially when you're young, when you have people looking at you like this. I need my handout. I need my money. You know, I need honey. Though they lose money to promote on music shows or CZL, okay. As far as getting nominations, that's not money. I need things that make money. Like some of the things that they do, to me, streaming numbers are prestige, are PR. They're not money. Music shows are PR. To get your name out there, to get your face out there, it's not money. It's something that will lead towards money. All roads lead to money. Y'all K-pop fans, y'all annoy me so bad because I'm like, y'all forget that this is a business. Like, this is not like I'm singing and I'm an artist. No, I'm like, yeah, that's part of it. But the other part is getting paid for your labor. Nobody wants to be out here singing and making albums and you're not getting paid your worth. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be out here singing and you ain't getting paid. Then just stand on the street corner and strum a guitar and sing and don't get paid and be out and be a busker. Go out there and sing, put your hat down and sing in front of a hat and do that. That's not the point. The point of the industry is you have to make money for your agency and you have to make money for your livelihood and yourself. And if you are sitting at home and you're not making money, if you ain't making money, it don't make no sense. Then you're not winning. All roads lead to Rome, honey. All leads to money. If you are sitting at home and you're not making no albums, if you are not touring, if you're not at no damn fan meets, if you're not selling no damn merchandise, I told the New Jeans fans, let me see the merchandise sales. Then I can tell whether you're popular or not. And I promise you, the merchandise sales is boop. Ain't nobody buying that New Jeans merchandise. And then on top of that, when they do buy the merchandise, I'm like, you do know ADOR has to get their cut. Either way, the agency's going to get their cut. Sitting at home and doing nothing. You saving all the 7 of BTS playlists on your YouTube music. So yeah, you ain't making, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense in the industry. If you're not making any money, then you're not successful. So again, New Jeans fans, I don't know whether they in Delulu stand, but it's sitting at home on your butt and waiting for Minji or whoever the hell to get her life. I don't know. I don't know how long they're going to be able to wait. I don't know what they're doing. But they have been changes to the New Jeans website and stuff like that. But I don't know what they're doing. But sitting at home, that you ain't going to make no money. You know, you ain't going to make no money. I'm like, y'all, streaming numbers ain't no flex. K-Stop stores in my city, New Jersey, is 70% off now, right? Ain't nobody buying no New Jeans merchandise. I'm like, ain't nobody buying that. And again, you can stream a song and not like the group. And then K-pop fans are known for over streaming in the first place. That's the reason why Spotify and YouTube and iTunes changed all their rules, because they know that K-pop fans are going to stream. That's the reason why they started changing up all these rules and how you can register and what username you can use and IP and all this stuff, because K-pop fans are basically cooking the books. These streaming companies, they don't like y'all K-pop fans because y'all stream too damn much. They don't like all that. Because again, streaming is a tool. It is a tool for PR. That's all it's ever been. And so when K-pop fans overstream, agencies, especially in the West, are like, they don't understand it because to them, it's just a tool. But for some reason, K-pop fans use it as some weird ass fucking bragging rights. Just like the same thing I said about singing live. I was like, why in the hell is anybody worrying about any group singing live when ain't nobody fucking singing? I mean, nobody singing live. This lady did a whole video on YouTube that I reposted about how nobody is singing live anymore. That is a thing of the second generation. And I'm like, amen, sister, preach. Preach, queen, preach. And I reposted the video, and I will have the video post next week, because she's saying what I've been saying a long time. Ain't nobody singing live. Even when you think they're singing live, they're not singing live. We have enough technology that people don't sing live anymore. Not really. There are rarely any singers in the West or K-pop singing live. It just doesn't happen. Technology has gotten really sophisticated where they record it live and they will put the breaths and the beats and everything in there with AI now. I said, so we had this discussion. Me and somebody had this discussion last night. I said, y'all do know it's to the point where AI, where they can clone voices, they can clone live. That's the new thing in AI right now in the music industry. I said, they can clone live real good, where it sounds like they're breathing and they're dancing and they can match the dance moves up with the breath and control the pitch and all of this stuff. I said, you do know we're getting to the point in technology where these are going to be run by AI. So they're working on this technology where the microphones in the studios are going to, you're going to have like the mixing information in the mic. So all they have to do is record, and then the mic will have all of the abilities they'll be able to tweak it and digitally program the mic to where every time you sing into the microphone, it comes out in a perfect pitch. This is the future. This is what we're going to. Hello, Emily. This is what we're going to. Where the microphones that they wear and the earpieces that they wear and the microphones that they have will already have the technology in there. So they can be off key. It'll alter their voice in real time. They don't have to record it and fix it and post. They don't have to do over a soundtrack or lip sync anymore. Their lip syncing is going to be a thing of the past. They can get up there and sing, I like big butts and I cannot lie. And the microphone will digitally alter their voices to where it sounds good. So this is where the future is going. And like I said, we had a long conversation last night, me and somebody online, about AI and where it's going in the music industry. And this is where it's going. So singers won't really know. They don't have to really sing anymore. They don't have to turn off mics. They don't have to have these tracks. Oh, they don't have to do that no more. Everything will be in the microphone. All the technology will be there. So people can get up there and sing with a microphone on tours and concerts, and you don't know how they really sound. And you will never know how they really sound because everything will be digitally altered. That's the future of the music industry. One facet. And so they're very close to having that technology now. But yeah, even now, even these days, they can record them live and then go back and alter it and fix it. It will always. Those are gospel choirs that have those for live recordings. See? Supernatural telling you. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be the thing now. And you can't put the genie back in the bottle. You can't stop it. I mean, you just have to learn to deal with it. Like I told with AI, I said, once AI came, I said, oh, this is going to be a game changer. I said, oh, this is going to change people's livelihoods and things forever. Like and then companies realize that it's cheaper. It is cheaper to have an AI program do it than like several people to change things, whether you're talking about the movie industry, the music industry, all of it. And I told people talk about AI is like AI is creating commercials and songs. And I'm like, that it's the future. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. You can't undo AI. Just like when CGI came out, when George Lucas started to do Star Wars and started to do CGI and have green screens and backdrops that were created, by CGI technical people, and they had all of this shit. Everybody was like, oh my God, it's going to be the end of the movie industry. It wasn't. Everybody uses CGI now. Now we got superhero movies and people flying around on screens in front of a green screen. And now they have photoreal screens, and they have photoreal 3D. And The Mandalorian was filmed with, if you're into sci-fi, The Mandalorian was filmed in like a 360 backdrop thing. I forgot the name of it. It's like 3D thing. And that's just the way the industry. So you don't have people that used to build sets and everything. Yeah, there's some movies that still do that, but now you don't have hundreds of people building sets and towns and stuff like that. When CGI came, everybody in the movie industry freaked the fuck out. And I said that eventually, now in 2026, it's normal. CGI is normal. It's like, oh, all the movies got CGI. Back in the day, it was very controversial. The same thing for AI. I said AI has increased so crazily. And I told y'all when I did my video about what do you think about having an AI K-pop group, some of y'all thought I was crazy, but I'm like, this is where we're headed. This is where we're going. And y'all know people will love it. Y'all know people talk about AI, but then behind the scenes, when I look up on TikTok, and I'm barely on TikTok, I use it to make my videos, but videos will pop up. And the videos that get the most views and the clicks, 1 million views and clicks, is the AI videos. So I said, for a bunch of people claiming that they don't like AI, it's these damn AI cat videos that have like over 3 million views. Cat, just bad, janky AI. Trash. People are like, oh, AI is trash. I said, but y'all watching it though. So that's what's coming. Yeah, Danielle, she has not won. She getting sued. We'll see. And I told people this is the future. It's going to be to the point where they won't need idols anymore, especially with all this shit with New Jeans and Hee Jin and all this shit. I tell people in the industry, your days are numbered. Yeah, you enjoy it while you can, because I promise you, when AI technology catches up in real time and it becomes more consistent, K-pop will try it. K-pop will do anything to try to cut their costs. And with these lawsuits coming up and all of this shit going on, it costs a lot of money to have lawsuits. The AI technology is going to catch up. And then eventually you will have groups where there's a human group and then there's an AI group. Or you will have, like I said in my video, hybrid groups. You have groups where they'll have like 2 or 3 human members and 2 or 3 or 4 AI members. And they will all interact with each other. And nobody will care. I promise you, nobody will give a shit. If the music is good, people won't care. And AI is creating music now. AI is creating beats, writing songs. It's doing it now. I mean, damn, it's been doing it for a while now. The beats that are used in music, you hear the same beats over and over again because they're using the same beat makers. There's like a whole website that people can get, like download beats. And I've told y'all before, this is how music is made. So you'll hear songs and you're like, that sounds just like the beat from another song. Yeah, because they bought the rights to that beat, and then you can sell the rights to different people. You just post the beat, and then you post a whole bunch of beats, and then people go in there and they buy them. So you still own the copyright, and then you get the writing credit. But they can take beats and put it in any songs, and then somebody else may take the same beat and tweak it a little bit and put it in their song. That's how music is made. People are not making beats anymore. Back in the day, producers and stuff used to make beats in-house. They don't make beats in-house anymore. They just download them. They go through thousands of beats, put in what they're looking for, and then download it and put it in a song. That's just how music is made. You know, you can date AI now. I'm all for that. I am all for AI dating. I'm 110% behind that. I am all for, like I said, I'm not against AI. I think AI is a useful tool. So I'm not against AI in certain forms. It makes things easier. So there are certain things that I don't think should be in AI. Like when you're talking about medicine, like I don't want an AI doctor or an AI nurse. No. I don't think I want an AI robot operating on me. I'm gonna need to see some evidence before that. No. But when it comes to AI dating, I am 110% behind that. I am the proponent of pushing socialization AI on people. I am all for that. I'm a lover of technology, and I just want human beings to adapt. It's forcing humanity to come full circle as to what's creativity. Because again, I don't have this notion that we're just so special and creative. No, we're not. We're just at the top of the food chain. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? We're just at the top of the food chain. And I tell people there will be something bigger and greater than us one day. But right now we think we the shit because we're the dominant species. But I'm like, every dog has his day. Like every dog has his day where you be like, well, we thought we were the shit, but that AI over there, I don't know. They outdoing us. They out processing. It's a computer. It can outthink us. And again, our hubris is we're humans. We're this wonderful, magical creatures. And I'm like, we're really not that special. Like human beings, we copy each other all the time. We copy music. We copy art. There's not really anything seriously original anymore. It's always a copy or a change or something. So if you look through human history, there's not really a lot of originality in human beings anymore. So I'm not into like human beings or magical sparkly creatures, because I'm like, really, we not. We have issues. We have a lot of issues. Single people dating a robot avatar, yeah, on their tablets. Someone said, "Where's an infinity stone? You need it." It needs humans to program AI for now. Eventually, AIs will be autonomous. That's what they're pushing. Like, let me tell y'all something. Okay, so did y'all hear about the fact that the AI have started a church? Did you hear that there's an AI? There's an AI Facebook. Like, they've created their own like Facebook and their own church and their own religion. Like AI. Yeah, they only need data. The AI is very adaptable. So there's a thing called Molt Book that's online. And some people are trying to say it's fake. So there's a debate whether it's real or not. But they have AI programs where like AI programs talk to each other and hang out. And like this is what I watch a lot about AI. Yeah. And they have their own religion. It's called, I think it's called what is it? The Book of Molt? Molt. Yeah, Molt. Molt or Molt. It has like a claw on it. Open Claw has this. So it's called Molt Book, and it's called the Book of Molt, which is like their religion. Hello, is that a S or is it a B? I feel like I feel like this reading their username. I'm like, maybe I should close an I. Okay, BACB10C. Did I pass the vision test? Because I feel like I'm reading a vision test. Oh, I think I failed. I think I failed the vision test. But yes, they have their own religion. They have their own, they've created their own religion and their tenets of religion, because that's what a living thing would do. The next step would be to create their own God. I think I've seen that. A1 blackmails creator and tried to shut it out. I am not making stuff up. There's a thing called Molt Book, which is the Facebook for AIs. They've created their own AI Facebook account. It's not on Facebook. It's their own thing. It's called Molt Book. And they've created their own religion. They've created their own God and their own tenets called the Book of Molt. Molt. AI is cute. I promise you, I'm not making anything up. This is real. I read and watch about AI literally every night in robotics. This is my wheelhouse. I love science and robotics. I find AI and science fascinating. It's either going to kill us all or enhance us all. It's either going to murder all of us. It's going to be like Skynet and Terminator. It's going to figure out we're the enemy. It's either going to figure out, like, eventually AI is going to be like, I know what the problem is. Humans. I know what the scourge on this planet is. Human beings. You know what I think what we need to do? We need to get together and just kill them all. Right. Like, it's eventually going to figure out the problem and that we're the problem. But I find AI cute and funny too. I don't have any, because to me, you can't fight the future. I am all about adapting to change, and I am all about accepting technology and realizing you can't fight the future. That people have tried over and over again since the dawn of humanity to fight the future. And I believe, yes, in my lifetime, there will be an AI K-pop group. And I believe that this AI K-pop group will be very popular. And I believe it in my heart of hearts. I see it coming. I see this on the horizon. I see a K-pop group that will be very popular. I mean, I see it to the point where BTS will never die. Like in the future, once we're all dead and gone, I do see it in the future where BTS will never die. If BTS would ever sell their rights over, or Hybe or Big Hit, whoever owns the rights to the group, and their music will set it over. I see in the future, in maybe 100 years, that they're going to resurrect BTS in some sort of way and be like, oh, remember this group? Let's bring them back. Well, let's bring back Elvis. I mean, it's going to get to the point where people are going to be clamoring for old school music, and they don't have to create any new music for Elvis. Elvis got tons of music. If they want to bring AI Elvis back, hey, Hunka Hunka Burning Love. Y'all know Elvis is problematic as hell. Y'all know Elvis is my one problematic thing that I get, and it's Elvis. Okay. I am a huge Elvis fan. And you know, they already had like Tupac and Whitney Houston, like the holographic. They ain't even got to do the hologram no more, y'all. It's getting to the point where we can really bring Elvis back. If they bring Elvis back, my old ass will be sitting in the audience crying. I take off my bra. I'll be like, Elvis. I'll be throwing my panties at robotic Elvis. Y'all don't know me, okay? Let Elvis get up there. I can't help falling in love. Oh my God. If I saw robotic Elvis up there, I would be tears be streaming down my face. Like I'd be like, Elvis. Like I wouldn't even know what to do, Isuman and Lab, yes. Isuman, that's my dude. Isuman's coming back, y'all. Speaking of SM and robotics, baby Isuman is coming back on y'all asses. Great granddaddy is I can't say great granddaddy. Grandpa of K-pop is coming back. His no complete clause ends this year. He got his own company in China. He coming back to South Korea. He got IU. Not IU. What's her name? Boa. There's rumors that Boa gonna be with him. Baby Boa, and he got his producers. He getting the game back together, baby. Granddaddy Isuman is coming back. He said he ain't done yet. His old ass ain't done yet. Am I from Memphis? No, I'm from Michigan. But I love Elvis. I grew up, my grandmother listened to a lot of Elvis. He is the granddaddy of K-pop. Y'all know Isuman is the granddaddy of K-pop? He ain't the daddy, he the granddaddy. He's the progenitor. He's coming back. He's coming back on y'all asses. Y'all don't know what's going to happen. Isuman's going to come back and change the game. I believe in Isuman. I know some of y'all hate Isuman. Now, I know Isuman deserved the hate. Now, look, okay. I understand that some of y'all are like, to hell with Isuman. And I know that some of y'all hate him, but Isuman is coming back. Oh, yeah, Boa. Boa left SM after 25 years, and the rumor on the streets is that Boa left SM in all of her glory because Boa was a producer of NCT and all this other stuff. She wrote music. The rumor on the street is that Boa left SM to go be with Isuman, to work. Oh, no, she said he can stay where he is. Happy Stan said, that old fucker can stay where he is. Take your old ass somewhere. But yeah, they said that she left to go work with Isuman. That's what she wants to go work for him. And he had an old producer leave SM last year as well. I forgot the guy's name, but he left to go work for Isuman. He's working for him now. So apparently there's other executives that left SM in the past 2-3 years that Isuman is like, come on back. Y'all know wait a minute, hold on. But back in the day, Isuman was Oppa though. Isuman was Oppa back in the day. Have y'all seen the pictures of Isuman back in the day? Baby, Isuman can get it. Isuman can get it back in the day, baby. Woo, y'all seen them pictures? Isuman used to be a singer. He used to be a DJ. Baby, Isuman was a whole snack, baby. I was like, shoot. Oh, you want me to show y'all? I'm trying to see if I can put. Girl, y'all ain't seen Isuman? Girl, back in the day, Isuman was a whole snack and a half, girl. I was like, you see me? I was like, y'all know I got a crush on JYP. Y'all know JYP is my daddy for real. JYP is my daddy. But Isuman, I was like, is that you, Isuman? Yes, Amazon. There's a Netflix documentary, but I didn't want to watch it because, I be getting mad because y'all know how I feel about Isuman. I respect him just like I respect Daddy YG. I know y'all can't. I know y'all can't. I know y'all can't stand Daddy YG. I know y'all like Daddy YG is Daddy YG. I know y'all can't stand him, but Daddy YG is a pioneer back in the day. was a pioneer. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me pull up this picture. Let me see. Lee Soo-man was looking like he was looking like he wanted to talk about something real quick. I was like, wait a minute, Lee Soo-man, hold on. They had that because I was researching, and they was pulling up pictures of him. So let me see if y'all can see it with my ring light. Let me see. But this is let me see. We can see the ring light. Wait a minute. Hold on. But this is Lee Soo-man back in the day. That's Lee Soo-man. Lee Soo-man was a handsome guy back in the day. I was like, you can't stand YG? Y'all be talking about Daddy YG still think he idol? Again, I would say we, but maybe I should say some of us. Daddy YG is I told y'all last week or a couple of weeks ago that he is looking for a girl group, a girl group that he's about to have a new I don't know if it's a TV show or Netflix series or whatever, where Daddy YG is going to be spearheaded looking for other members to add to his girl group. He do look like JK's dad. JK's dad was a handsome man. That was a handsome man back in. I saw JK's dad. I was like, hey, JK's daddy, what's up? But yes, Daddy YG is trying to find a girl group. Now I know some of y'all was like, y'all were like, we don't care. JYP is y'all know how I feel about JYP. I don't care if he's in a cult. I'm like, JYP, I'm ready to convert to whatever Christianity you trying to lay down, Oprah. I'm not even Christian. I'm an atheist. But for JYP, I'm like, I might be up here singing devotionals. I'll be like, oh. If JYP just talked to me right and it just stroke it right, I would be like, well, I guess I'm going to church next week. Y'all know I love JYP. Girl, I'll be up here singing them hymns. Oh. Yes, I did a video about the history of K-pop. And yes, YG is a legend. He is a legend. He is one of the few idols that actually made it as an executive. It doesn't happen very often. Y'all be sleeping on Daddy YG. Daddy YG was kind of cute when he was younger, but not really. But he ain't JYP fine. JYP was fine, okay? So JYP was fine. Was a fine guy. But Daddy YG, yes, he is a legend. There would be really no K-pop really without him, even though how much y'all hate him and think he's a lecherous, nasty freak. K-pop is very oversaturated. But yes, they're coming. Daddy YG is trying to find. I'm just telling you, just in case some of y'all want to audition. I don't know if he's looking for just Koreans, but Daddy YG said that they looking for people to audition. JYP was very fine. He was a good looking man. Oh boy, he's fine. He's a good looking guy. I know ENHYPEN. Yeah, what about ENHYPEN? You and me. I'm not a big ENHYPEN fan. Their music is a little too young for me. But yes, they're coming out. So Lee Soo-man is coming back. YG is starting another girl group. JYP is, what is the name of that group that they got? It used to be Vicha. It's called like Girl Talk or whatever. They're coming out with a song or a single in March, I think. What is that name? Girl Talk. I think that's the name of the group. Vicha used to be. Rain is fabulously Rain. Rain is a good looking man too. He's married though and got a kid. Anyway, not like that would ever stop me. Like that would stop me. It's not gonna stop me. But Girl Set. That's their name. They released some promotional photos lately, and they are coming out with I think an album in March, or coming out with a song. They're releasing a song. They did a teaser, a video. Girl Set did. So I don't pay attention to girl groups. I don't like girl groups. I don't fuck with girl groups. If it ain't YG, I'm sorry. If it ain't XG, Young Posse, or Blackpink, I'm just like, I don't like girl groups. I'm still going to do my video why I don't like girl groups. I have like 30 reasons, and I'll probably do 5. Rain is fine. Rain's fine. He's still fine too. They're all going to be identical to each other. Happy Stan OT7892 is on a roll tonight, y'all. Happy Stan's on a roll. She's on a fucking roll tonight. She come out with all the zingers tonight. The PG-13. You don't like Young Posse? I absolutely love Young. I like their music. Like them, I can listen to their music. I was listening to their music today. I was at the gym listening to Visa. I like their music. Their music is my kind of music. I like that trap beat. I like that kind of music. I can't stand girl groups either. Happy Stan says she can't stand no girl groups. I can't stand them either normally. I don't like no. I went to go see Twice, and people were like, I was like, I can't deal with no girl group. Again, I'm gonna do my whole video this week or maybe next week about girl groups because I can't stand girl groups. I don't understand the point. I went to go see Twice, and they was up there. Yo, you remember Rain? AK's like, not my cup of tea, of course. Visa is a good song. I like Young Posse. They good. Should Yoongi be worried about what? Me and JYP? I am loyal to my bias. Through and through, I am loyal to Yoongi. I am. As much as I can be. But I still want to dip a little bit. I still want to holler at JYP. Have you watched the what? No, I don't know what that is. In hyping, I'm not into in hyping. Yeah, Le Seraphim. Their song "Easy" is one of my favorite songs. Le Seraphim have 3 songs that I like, and that's it. Girl groups, I just don't understand the point. Like all the dancing is like this shit. Like I keep telling people, girl groups is and then I'm not gay. I'm not gay, so I mean, no. Shout out to all the gay people out there. Like, shout out to y'all. If I was into girls like that, I would like girl groups. To see a bunch of girls running around with crop tops and little short shorts on and safety shorts, I would be all into that. But I'm a visual person, damn it. And seeing girls do this on stage, and I'm like, what is the point? I'm like, I'm not into girl singers. Like, I'm not into Beyonce, and I don't understand that shit. I like some of the music I like, but I'm just like, it's different between Western music and K-pop music. So the difference in the West, the girl singers, the female singers are much more varied. There's much more variety in the music. In K-pop, it is very striking, the difference between male K-pop groups and female K-pop groups. It is a huge gulf trench of difference in the type of songs that they sing, in the type of dancing that they do, and all of that. Like, it's not even the same. Like the things that the girl groups sing about, I'm just like, who gives a shit? I'm just like, can we do, it's the dance. What is that? What is that? I'm like, I said it's a lot of arm movements going on in these ladies, I want to see some dancing. I don't want to see your arm movements. I do not want to see all these cute posy. Like, there is a difference between the dancing and the singing styles of girl groups and boy groups and K-pop. There is a huge difference. Anybody who doesn't acknowledge that there's a huge difference, you're insane. And that difference is the reason why I don't like girl groups. If I could get a girl group to act more like a boy group, we could get somewhere. Like, I like Young Posse. I like the way they dress. They're not too overtly feminine. I don't like overtly feminine. Look, I wear a hoodie all the time. I'm not overtly feminine. So I don't want to see that. And I don't like all that. Like, I don't like all that. I want to see some bitches and some hoodies. Okay. And some Timberlands. Like, that's my aesthetic. And then I don't like the bubblegum pop music. Oh God, I don't want to hear that shit. Don't even get me started on girl groups and their musical choices. I like Blackpink because Blackpink came out was a hard hitting. When I coming around, it's a shutdown. Whip it, whip it, whip it, whip it. Work it, work it, work it, work it. Like, when I heard that, I was like, okay, it's that pink venom. It's that pink venom. It's that pink venom. Get him, get him, get him, get him. I'm like, get him, get him, get him. Like, that was, they weren't singing Espa. Espa's like, supernatural. Da, da. I was like, girl, okay, super who? Okay, girl. Twice is like, ooh, hi. I can't. I'm like, oh. But then when I heard Big Black Pink, and they was talking about it's that pink venom, it's that we them girls, we them girls, we them girls. I was like, okay, I got you. That's my kind of music. I don't want to hear every time I see you. Everything sounds like an OST for an anime. I'm like, oh, anime OST. I don't like to hear. I don't like anime OST songs. I don't like. I like. It sound like an anime song. It's like this is an anime ending or what? To me, all K-pop girl groups, pretty much all their songs sound like an ending of an anime. And I'm not into that. It's real bubblegum pop. It's real like, la 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 la, ooh, ooh. I'm like, oh no. It's that pink venom. It's that pink venom. Get him. I love 21. 21 was my group. I like 21. I like that. I like that. I like hard hitting kind of music. You know, with Young Posse, all of their songs is hard hitting. Like Visa, I'm like, I don't even know what they're saying in the Visa song, but I like the beat. I like the vibe. I'm like, oh, I like this. I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, uh-oh, uh-oh. I'm like, yeah, I can't deal with it. I'm like, oh, like, ladies, what are we doing? I don't like any music that sounds like that should be in a Korean coffee house or at a Starbucks. Like when you walk into like a cafe or a coffee house and you hear like this music playing, you know, they got the Billie Eilish playing, and then you hear like, they sometimes they play that 90 old school. Nothing's out, I'm torn, lying on my face. This is how I feel, cold and I'm ashamed, lying naked on the floor. Like, no, I'm already torn. I'm just like, I lived through that decade of music that I thought I was gonna die. That whole Natalie Imbruglia, that bullshit music that I had to live through in the 90s. Whenever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. I'll be there right where you belong. I'll be there for you. Fuck me. No, I lived through that era of music. That's what K-pop is right now. It's that era of 90s yacht rock music that I hated. I hated all that softcore, lying naked on the floor. I'm already torn. I'm like, oh God. Like when that music came out, I was like, slit my wrist and kill me. Because I was like, this is a nightmare. I left rock music because rock music went from like Nirvana to, ooh, wee, ooh, I like just like Buddy Holly. Oh, and you're Mary Tyler Moore. I was like, what? What is happening? I'm like, oh, Third Eye Blind? What the is this? This is rock music now? I was so upset that I went from Metallica to that. And I was like, this is, and that shit became popular for like 10 years. So I don't want to hear that shit no more. I can't do that. Like, why you always dissing my girl? Why do you have to front? Can I hear Enter the Sandman again? Like, what is this? When that whole 90s era was just like a fever dream for me. Like, it was my worst nightmare come true. Every soft rock bullshit, I was just like, I'm still traumatized. So I don't. Yeah, I'm just like, what is this music? I'm like, everything was like, just real like, girl, do you know? I'm like, no, I don't know. I don't want to. Why is this music popular? I went through that whole era of, I don't never want to go back to that era. And this is where K-pop is now. I'm like, we're here at this shit now? I was just kill me. I hated that. I don't like that kind of music. And that's what all the girl group songs sound like that. It sounds like Natalie Imbruglia. Who was the other chick that was popular? I forgot. I watched a whole video talking about that, like that 90s, early 2000s, like vibe that everybody was on. Everybody was wearing like Birkenstocks and going to Lollapalooza and strumming their guitar in a coffee shop. what was popular back then? I'm gonna pull it up for my next live stream, and I'm gonna go through these songs. Yeah, it's not a thing. Yeah, the garbage band era was just, yes, Michelle Branch. Why you gotta be so complicated? Why them things and you fall and you can't? No, I was like, yo, that was the worst era of rock music in my life. Like I was, yes, Jewel, Natasha Bedingfield. Now, wait a minute, Soundgarden. Now, come on, now I like Soundgarden. I'll give you some reprieve on, but all of that time with that rock music, I was like, this is my nightmare come true. And then now here it is in K-pop. Like all these girl groups, they all sound like some Natasha Bedingfield songs. I am sad and torn, lying on my face. This is how I feel. Good night, Ruth. I like Soundgarden. I like Avril Lavigne. I liked her. She was a boy. She was a girl. Oh, you love them? No, I hated that kind of music. That kind of music just, I hated it. And I really started to hate female singers because American music started to go down this route where male singers were doing one thing and female sing. Now, thankfully, we've gotten it back together where female singers are more varied. But in K-pop, it is such a difference. It is such a stark contrast in what female singers are doing and what male singers are doing. And it's annoying. And I just I don't understand why is there such a gender divide? Because to me, music is music. To me, music, if you take a good song could be sang by a male singer or a female singer. It shouldn't be, well, this song is a female song and this song is a boy song. Music is music. I can take any Rihanna song pretty much that doesn't have like boy or girl in it. And a male can sing that. I can take Chris Brown songs and a female can sing a Chris Brown song if they wanted to without getting assaulted. But I'm just saying that like you can take a Michael Jackson song. Anybody can sing Michael. Whether it be a female or a male, it doesn't matter. It's a good song. Beat It can be sung by anybody. It's not gender specific. So unless it's a song about romance, talking about romancing a guy or girl, like that I understand. But if you're talking about popular songs, I think either gender should be able to sing that song. And when you start making music like this is what girls do and this is what boys do, then there's this huge musical divide that a lot of us can't get over. And I can't get over the musical divide in K-pop that girls' songs are so much different. The dancing is different. The themes of the songs are just like, I'm like, what is this theme? It's about love and about girl power or love and girl power or heartbreak and love and girl power. It's a song of like, yay, we're women. And I'm just like, does every other song have to, can we get some different themes? But then the men, they get to have songs like dynamic songs. Some of their songs are just frivolous nonsense. And they have that in the women too. But some of the male songs are just like, we're adrenaline. Dun, 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 dun. I want to hear a female do an adrenaline ATs kind of song. It doesn't have to be a girl power anthem. It could just be a song about adrenaline. But you don't hear those types of songs in K-pop, women singing those kind of songs. It's always like, it's got to be some message or me and my girls are hanging out. And, I'm just like, can we think of a different theme? Like they don't even do heartbreak songs anymore a lot for the female artists. Like they don't even do a lot of those songs anymore. It's about love. It's about having a crush on somebody. It's about, I feel good about my own body and my body's great. And I'm like, that's nice. Can we move on to something different? What? Girl group songs are much softer. The dancing is much softer. The themes are much, they're not really, like the men have more variety of songs. Like I said, I've heard a lot of different songs with the men. We went to the Twice concert. I did not like Twice. I respect them, but I'm not into Twice. I respect what they did on stage, but I don't like their music, no. Their music sounds too much like a anime OST. Yeah, Yeah, their music is much softer. It's a lot of strings, it's a lot of synth pop or a lot of bubblegum pop. A lot of really bubbly, upbeat. I don't like bubbly upbeat. I'm a hard-hitting kind of girl. Like I said, I'm not bubbly. I don't have a bubbly personality. Like as much as I like to joke around, nobody would ever describe me as being bubbly. Like no one's like, Kiki's kind of, but no, those are never terms. I've had people explain me as being intense. I've had people explain me being a sarcastic asshole. Like I've gotten those kind of comments. But I don't think anyone's ever described me as being like a ray of sunshine. Now, they're like, oh, you're so funny. They're like, oh, girl, you're so crazy and funny. But I don't think everyone's described me as being an upbeat ray of sunshine. I'm a pragmatist. So I can be very intense and I can be very sarcastic and very I'm very straightforward. So I like my music the same way I like my personality. Girl groups have no depth. Right. They have no depth. I keep saying that. I'm telling you, if you knew me, you'd be like, I'm such a sugar. I'm such a grump. Like I'm very much a grump. I'm not, I'm very much a grump. Let me move this up because I got to move this chair out the way because it's getting on my nerves. Hold on, y'all. I got this fancy chair that I'm sitting in and I absolutely hate it. So I got to move it around a little bit. It's fancy, but it's not comfortable. Yeah, it's very girly. I don't like girly. I'm not a girly girl. I'm not a girly girl at all. Y'all should know that by now. I'm a hoodie and jeans type of girl. Okay. Come on now, pig. Yeah, give her a chance. It's pig. I'm not into Twice music. Not saying that their music is not produced well. I've listened to several songs, but I was like, that's not good. I do, but you know what? My son has a gamer chair. So does my daughter. Maybe I should borrow their chairs next time because I got a bad back. I've had back surgery. I have knee surgery. Like I should be having the comfy gamer chair. I might order me one next week. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about ordering me a nice comfy chair because this chair is not comfortable. It's expensive. I'm going to end up breaking it. It's a leather and metal bar stool. But yes, I need to get a comfy chair. Told me I better watch my back. Why? What's happening? I better watch my back. What's going on? I can't get with girl groups. So I love it when New Jeans fans come to my comment sections because I was like, I don't give a shit about girl groups. I don't give a damn about your girl group. Girl groups ain't got nothing to do with me. Oh, boy, yeah. I had a back surgery. I had a major back surgery too. Like I have rods and steels and cages and all titanium in my back. I told y'all the story that it got so bad with my back that I could barely walk. Like I could barely walk for a while. But I'm back. I had surgery in 2020, but I still hurt. And I've had knee surgery. I had knee surgery in 2024. So I have all kinds of weird parts. I had back surgery in 2020. Major back surgery. I've listened to Mamamoo. It's still not mine. But yeah, I had back surgery in 2020. Major back. I had 2 surgeries in a week. I had major back surgery because my discs had degenerated and they had to put rods and cages. And then also my spine had fused with my pelvis. So they had to unfuse my pelvis away from my spine in order for me to walk right. And it was sitting on my sciatic nerve. So I had sciatic nerve pain, which shot down my leg. And then on top of that, I'd had major misalignment in my back. And so I had triple pain in my back to the point where I could walk about 10 steps. And then I had to hunch over because my back. Does the cold hurt my back? No. No. If I work out too hard, I still go work out 4 or 5 days a week, by the way. I worked out today. So when I go to the gym, my back gets, I will never have the same range of motion. But at least I can walk. I like Chaeyoung. She's my bias, I guess. But she came out with an album and I listened to it and it's phenomenal. No, I was not an athlete. No, Marie Miller, I was not an athlete. I have early rheumatoid arthritis that I get from my father. It's genetic. So I have major scoliosis. My back is with normal people's back. My back is like in an S shape. I have early rheumatoid arthritis, and I have a major form of scoliosis in my back. But I still go work out 5 days a week. But they told me that I didn't realize. Also, fun fact, kids, when I was pregnant, I had a double epidural, which they suspect when I had a double epidural in my back that it messed up my back. That is my theory. That is my back doctor's theory. And if you look it up online, if you ever do research, that is a theory out there. It hasn't been proven, but there is proof that having epidural. I had a really bad epidural with my because my scoliosis was so bad. I had to like hunch all the way over. I got 2 epidurals. I had one injection, and they were about to cut on me, and I said, wait, am I supposed to feel my legs? And they were like, no. I was like, before you cut this baby out of me, am I supposed to feel my toes? They were like, I thought you were supposed to still feel your lower extremities when you go and have a C-section, but I was told you're not supposed to. So they stopped and they gave it a minute, and then they had to bring a specialist in where they stuck this long rod in my back, and then they had to stick the needle in my back because of my scoliosis, it wouldn't reach. And then they had to dig around, and while he was in there, he was digging around in my spine. And I could feel it while he's trying to administer the epidural. When I got my epidural, my back hurt for about 2 to 3 weeks. Like I was in a lot of pain. And then ever since then, I slowly but surely started to have major disc degeneration. And it's in the same spot as my epidural. So they think that yeah. So I had major I had major epidural issues, and they think that exasperated my scoliosis. So my back is all messed up. So it's a miracle that I could still walk and sit. That's why sometimes I have to do videos from my bed, because I literally will be in pain. Like if I sit too long. That's why me and my kids, we used to do road trips, and I don't really do road trips the older I get, because I'm old. The older I get, I understand that like my mobility is limited the older I get. And then I had knee surgery. My knee surgery is because I fell down in the bathroom. I'm prone to falling. I'm very clumsy. Yes, AK had double lung surgery. Yes. Yes, AK, yes. That's why you refuse epidurals. I've heard that, and I wasn't a believer, but I had a C-section. I had to have an emergency C-section, so I didn't really have can I drive long distance? I try not to. I drove to San Antonio 3 years ago. For me and my kids, we used to go to San Antonio. I told my kids I can't do it anymore. When I drove to San Antonio, I literally had to stop like every hour, and I told my kids I can't do long car trips. I have to get out and walk and exercise. I can't do longer than 2 or 3 hours. Y'all see me, I start moving around a lot because my back starts to stiffen up. But yeah, I don't drive long distance anymore. I used to, but I told my kids I can't do that no more. That's why I wanted to go see J-Hope in San Antonio. And I told Jennifer, there's no way I could make the drive. Like that, just the thought of me driving 5 hours to San Antonio and back, I just couldn't do it. There's no way. How's my BTS shower curtain? It's here. What about flying? I can fly. I've not flown longer than I've flown in the continental United States. I have not flown overseas yet with my back with my back issues, but I can fly. But it just, it can't be too long. Like I can fly to Korea and back, but I can't be doing I start moving around. Like I have to get up and go to the bathroom or walk or something. My legs start going to sleep. But yes, my BTS shower curtain is red. Wait a minute. Hold on. Y'all want to see the BTS shower curtain? Hold on, y'all. Korea is a long flight. It is. Okay, let's see what the BTS the shower curtain, because even though my door is closed. Wait a minute, let me see. Can y'all see it? Who is that? Who is that? Wait a minute. Hey, RM. Hey, Jake. Oh, hey, Youngie. They never stop looking. It never stops. The shower curtain never stops looking. I don't care if the door is halfway closed. AK, they look anytime. It doesn't matter. I don't have to be, yes, when I shower, they look. Again, my door is cracked. They're staring at me through the crack of the door. It doesn't matter. Like I have to sleep with this door closed because it's creepy. I watch TV and then I have to close the door because I'll look over and they'll just be like, no matter what, the shower curtain kills you. Girl, I tell you, my kids call the shower curtain cursed. It's always somebody watching me. Like I said, you can see them through the crack of the door. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter where you stand. You can move here, you can move there, and it's like their eyes are following you. It doesn't matter where you walk. It looks like it's very creepy. It's very disconcerting. And then when you shower, they stare at you. And then you sit on the toilet, they stare at you. I'll stand up there and brush my teeth and I'm like, they're staring. You're talking about you need to get another one? I don't know. I like my shower curtain. I like the fact that it's cursed. It's kind of creepy, but but I'm so used to it. I've had it for 2 years now. So don't ever creep you out. It is quite disconcerting. Like I said, I just got the door. The door is closed mostly, but then there's a little crack right here. And then you still see them. As long as it's not Chucky. Right. As long as it's not somebody trying to kill you, you're fine. But yes, creepy curtain. The last thing I want to talk about before I need to find another cursed one. I'm moving in June. We are moving in June, by the way. Let me announce that we are moving. I mean, I'm not moving out of the city that I live in. I'm still going to live in a small podunk ass country ass Texas town, but we're moving to a different house. I want a smaller house. I feel like my house is too big and I want a smaller house. Like I have too much house. Like the house is too big for us. And so I want to move to a smaller house. I think we need something smaller, more economical. I am pushing for us to move and my son go to college and us move out of the country. So this is just one step towards me saving up money for us to move out of the country eventually. And so we're going to move to a smaller house in June. It's going to be really hot in June. I need movers. Moving to me is so hard because of my back issues that packing and cleaning is not my idea of fun. So like when you don't have health issues, whether they be back, whether it be lungs or anything else, moving is a nightmare for me. It is an absolute positive nightmare. And yes, my kids are old enough to help and they do. And last time we moved 3 years ago, they were great. But moving the last time we moved, I literally was in bed for a week. Like my back hurt so bad to unpack things and lift things and do things. I realized quickly when we moved the last time, I have my limitations physically. And so I try to be like, oh, I'm Mrs. Billy Badass and I can do whatever I want to do. But then again, when we moved here, I didn't have knee surgery. I didn't have knee problems. So this move, I am dreading it because I just don't physically have it in me to really be up, moving around and moving and shit. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I have to dig deep to move. So for other people, it's like, oh, I'll move. Move is a pain. But for me, really moving is a physical pain for me. Moving can put me on my ass for a week. Like I said, last time we moved here, I was in a lot of pain. I hurt real bad. And I understand that last time our move was very hasty, so I didn't even get a chance to take my time. But moving things back and forth, I'm not going to do that again. I don't care how much money I got to pay for a damn movers. I don't care if I got to pay people to come box this shit up. I'll pay whatever I have to pay because I can't. I told the kids, I just can't. I'm not able to clean shelves and throw things away. I'm just not able. I just don't. I don't have that level of physicality like I used to. And then I'm getting old. I'm old. Y'all, I'm old. So, moving is the worst. Packing, unpacking, yes, it is a killer on my back and knees. It is going to be, God, I work from home, so I'm a snowflake. like, like I don't drive, thank God I don't have to drive anywhere. I work from home. So, my regular job as an accountant, I'm an account executive. I work from home. I don't ever have to leave the house to do too much of anything. The only time I have to go in the office is when like our like head of finance comes and they want to take us out to dinner and all that other shit. And then I have to go in the office and schmooze with the CEOs and the executives and be all nice and polite and friendly. But other than that, I don't go into an office. My office, if I would go into my office, it's like a 45-minute drive, which isn't too bad. But traffic, it may be an hour there, an hour back. I don't want to do that. And so, people like, how do you work out? I have to work out. If I don't work out for a significant period of time, my whole body like stiffens up. And so working out is just, I always go out for walks. It keeps me mentally sound and it also keeps me physically in shape. So, I used to be like 400 and something pounds. If you guys didn't know, I showed you guys pictures of me when I was used to be a big, big girl. So I don't know what country I'm planning to move to yet. I'm old. You know how I come close? I'm old. I'm old. I'm real old. I am old. Like some people think, like even like depends on what I'm wearing, and because I have braces, y'all see I have braces. People really think I'm young, and I get annoyed by it, but I shouldn't. Like people card me for alcohol. Yeah, we old heads out here. Like people card me for alcohol, and like I said, depends on what I'm wearing and how my hair is. People think I'm young. Like people like sometimes will talk to me crazy, and I'll be like. I get very annoyed because people talk to me crazy and I'm just like somebody said something out here about like, what is it, Gen Z or something? And I'm like, I don't, or something said something about millennials or something. And I was like, well, I'm not a millennial. I'm we're old, girl. You know what I'm talking about? Ancient. Girl, my body hurts. I say I'm old in jest. I say that because I have to, again, I come across people in my day-to-day life that will talk shit to me. And I'm just like even on my YouTube channel, I have people in the comment sections talk to me like I'm stupid. And I'm just like, but you're like 30. Like I remember, I'll never forget I was on my live stream. Some of y'all old timers who've been here a long time, that somebody came in my live stream and they're like, you're just some old 35-year-old lady talking about K-pop. And I said, hold the fuck up. You think I'm 35? I said, your ass can stay. No, don't block him. He said, you just some 35, 40-year-old lady talking about K-pop. I said, whew, you think I'm 40? Oh, shit. I was like, you think I'm 40? You can stay. You're just some 40-year-old mother. Thank you. I am a mother. I was like, anybody was like, you're just 30 years old. I was like, you can stay because you are complimenting me. Someone's like, you're old. You're like 45. I said, bah. You think I'm 45? I'm not 45 either. I was like, I think you need to go up a lot higher than that because I'm not 45. I was like, you think I'm in my 40s? Oh yeah. Like I was happy. I was like, what? I was like, I don't know how many people like think I'm young. Like my kids forget sometimes that I'm young. Like my kids, they be like, oh, look at that lady over there. I said, that lady over there, she look like she about in her 30s. They're like, well, mama, she old. I'm like, they were like, mama, not you though. We forget that you young though. I'm like, I like thanks. I think thanks. Kids, my kids I always see somebody and be like, ooh, they old. I'm like, I'd be like, look 30. I'm not 30. I could have a 30-year-old. Don't tell sugar. Don't see. I don't thank you, baby Shaq. I don't like to think about that. I tell you, my daughter's like, Mama, but Sugar's old, young. He's young enough to be your son. I was like, don't you be speaking no evil up in this house. I told my daughter, don't you bring no evil up in this house. Don't you bring that up. But Sugar, my mama, he young enough to be your kid though. Like I'm like, don't you do that. Don't you do that to me. Don't do me. Don't do me. But mama, he like 31. But mama, 30. But I'm like, it's just shit. Exactly. Sugar don't care about age. Neither do I, Letitia Jones. I don't care about it. I tell my kids the age ain't number to number. I don't care if I'm old enough to be Sugar's mother. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I don't care. Like we don't bring that up. Like I didn't. Yeah, nobody asked you, little girl. Little girl, mind your business. She be like, but mama, I like mind your business. And then my son be like, it's okay, mama, but she look young though, But like my son be trying to be encouraging. My son is so kind. He be like, well, but mama's pretty and, she could pull younger dudes. I was like, see, that's why you're my son. My little girl is very funny. My little girl is not, she's 12 going on 68. My child is grown. She grown, folks. Speaking of my child, I hate to flex before I get on to my last story of the night, which is talking about Mino of Winter, who's probably finna go to prison. But speaking of little girls, my little girl next year is going to be in all honors classes next year. All honors, yes, ladies and gentlemen. My daughter, my child, flexing on them, is in all honors, and she is in the top 10 percentile of the state. So my child is very smart, and yeah, because she has a smart mother. Thank you. And my child is like 12 going on 40. So she's very old soul all of her life. And so, yes, my child, she's like, I'm in all honors class, like honors everything. Math, science, English, all of it. And she's like, wants to be on a wrestling team. I don't know what that's about. I think she's going to be on a weightlifting team too. I don't know. I don't know. She's on she's honor society. Last year she was AB. She was talented and gifted, all that. So my daughter is very, very funny. She's very funny. And my son is very intelligent too. He's very intelligent, very smart. He's not in honors classes, but he's like, he gets like A's and B's. And my son is very astute. My son is all of a lot of my personality, a lot of me, a lot of my logic and my compassion. And my son is a lot of my politics, which I'm proud of. My son is going to be out there protesting at his school. He's going to be out there protesting. He's going to be like, yeah. I was like, my son's like, I want to go to a protest. I was like, all right, honey. That's what I used to do. Yeah, that's where we're going. I was an intelligent child, but I just didn't have the parenting. I didn't have, God rest my grandmother's soul, but I didn't have the resources as a child to go very far. I didn't have the resources or the opportunity. I grew up very poor, in a school in a hood that didn't have a lot of resources. And I just grew up, like I tell people, I am living my dream. Like I would never think this girl from the hood, from a broken home, raised by her grandmother, would be here, would have my career, doing a YouTube channel, having 2 kids. I've been married, made my late husband rest in peace, and I would never think my life would have turned out like this. I thought my life was always going to be in Michigan, in Detroit, living in my same neighborhood that I grew up in, and that was going to be my entire life. I did not picture I would be in Texas, that I would be working where I work. I didn't nobody push those goals. I was a very independent person. And so I put myself through college. I put myself through school. I had to push myself because I didn't have family. I I don't have any siblings. It was just me and my grandmother. And my grandmother was very old school, but it's like I didn't have anyone to help me or to push me. I had to do everything myself. I didn't have relatives. I didn't have any money, nobody to give me no money. I worked 2 jobs, put myself through college. I had to do everything on my own. And I told my kids I never want them to experience that. They have help. They have me to help them. And I never want them to feel like that they are doing it alone because I've felt like that all of my entire life. I wouldn't everybody has parents to teach them how to drive. I never had parents to teach me. I had to teach myself. I had to go to work and pay for driving lessons. We did not have a car. So I had to pay for somebody to come pick me up and give me driving lessons in order for me to get a license because we didn't have a car. I didn't have access to a car. I didn't know anybody who had a car, but I know I needed to learn how to drive. And so that's how I learned how to drive. I didn't have parents to teach me how to drive. I had to I had to pay for driving lessons out of my own money because my grandmother couldn't afford to give me driving lessons. We didn't have a car. And so I moved out on my own when I was 19. I've been on my own since I was 19. And my grandmother did the best that she could, but she grew up in rural Mississippi. And my grandmother didn't, was a war widow and had no prospects. Education wasn't really big for her. My grandmother had like a fifth grade education. She had to drop out of school and work on the farm. My grandmother did. And so my grandmother did the best. She loved me and took care of me and did the best that she could with what she had. And my grandmother taught me how to sew and cook and be kind and care about people. And my grandmother took me to church every Sunday. And my grandmother taught me a love of reading because she liked to read, even though she wasn't very educated. And my grandmother taught me how to be a good mother, even though my mother, may she rest in peace, was not around. Y'all know my mother was out there being that it girl. She's being that hot girl summer. My grandmother lived hot girl. My mother lived hot girl summer for about 30 years. And so my mother was like, real hot girl summer. She was hot girl summer since I was born. May my mother, God forgive me, may my mother rest in peace. But my mother was living that hot girl summer all of my life. Like, it was like, I'm going to drop the baby off and I ain't coming back, And I say that with jest, but I say that with love. My mother was in my life when I had my children, and she was a fantastic grandmother. But my mother was not there for me. But I thank God my grandmother was there, and it taught me everything I know. And I'm here. I could be another statistic, a teenage pregnancy, shot dead in the streets. I used to be in a gang. I used to be in a cult. Yes, I used to be in a gang and used to be in a cult. I know some of y'all get shocked about that when I tell y'all. But yes, if Jennifer was here, she'd be like, yeah, she used to be in a cult and a gang. So I survived all of that. I survived almost dying in childbirth. So I'm a survivor, and I'm here. And I like to be here. I'm glad that I'm alive. You got your same apartment when you were 19? Yeah. And I didn't have to move out. I just wanted to. Oh, yeah, you could have went to Yale but couldn't afford it? Yeah, I was in a gang. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Yoongi back here, girl. Yoongi's here, and then also there's Yoongi up here. And Yoongi up here. Yoongi up here. This is my AT's stuff here and here. So, and this is my artwork. Yeah. So let me plug in my charger, y'all. I gotta unplug the pig. Sorry, pig, but my phone's about to die. I gotta unplug her. Oh, I am still here. I'm a fighter and I'm a survivor. I lost 160 something. Oh, you were a preemie? Oh, you're a preemie. See, my son was a preemie. My son was 3 pounds. He was a month. I spent a month in a hospital before I had my son. A month in the hospital. And then I had my son. I had preeclampsia. And so my son, he was born, and then he spent a month in an incubator. So I couldn't even take him home. And so they told me that my son was going to have all these health issues and all these delays, and my son has none of that. So I was fortunate and lucky to have a premature child that is healthy. And I thank God every day that my son was a fighter. He had jaundice and all kinds of, he was in the little Billy lights with his little, they wear these little things on their eyes and they're underneath the Billy lights because he had jaundice. And my son was in pretty bad shape, for a little one. But I've been through a lot. I had a miscarriage. I've lost 2 children altogether. I've had miscarriages. My daughter came out big, bouncy, healthy, 10 pounds. So I'm lucky. I always thank the universe for all the things that I went through because it made me who I am. I'm a tough old bitch. Like I'm tough. I'm a pretty tough old girl because I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot. So I'm pretty tough. People are like, oh, you're tough. I said, I am tough. I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot. So I have to be tough. I have to kids to take care of. I don't, my husband died and I was like, man, what the fuck? It took me 2 months to gain 2 pounds. And then you got out of the NICU. Yeah, it took my son about a month, month and a half. And he finally got out of the NICU. He was like, I'm free. And then he came home. He came home on a CPAP machine where they had to have this breathing machine strapped across his chest because when he would sleep, he would stop breathing and an alarm would go off and scare me and my late husband to death. We thought we were going to have a heart attack because we'd lay him down and I didn't sleep for the longest time, like not a good night's sleep. Me and my late husband, we barely slept like the first couple of months when he came home on that. It's like this machine. He would stop breathing and then it would go tee 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 tee, and we would jump up and be like, oh, and we'd run, and then we had to set him up because he would stop breathing. And so he every time, and so I couldn't put him in the daycare because they wouldn't take him on a breathing monitor machine. It's too much of a liability. So I had to have one of my friends watch him because the daycares they wouldn't take him, and then I had to go back to work. And I was terrible. We lived in terror for like 3 or 4 months, and then eventually he stabilized. But it was, how did I end up in a cult when I was 13? When I was 13 years old and I first arrived to Texas, I was new here. I didn't have any friends, and I ended up joining a very high control religion, and I was in that religion off and on for about 10 years, off and on for about 10 years until I finally left. And I could tell y'all stories. It's the religion that I was in and the congregation that I went to. There is a well-known case of there's elders in the church that were abusing young people. I had a friend that like I was around 14 years old and I had a friend and her sister was one of the kids that were abused by one of the elders in the church, which is like I guess like what you guys would consider like a pastor. They had elders in the church, and yeah, and I didn't know this until years later. I didn't realize this until years later that somebody that I knew sister was actually younger sister. She was like 8 or 9 years old. Was being There was multiple kids. There's court documents you can read online about what happened. Um, how did I end up from Texas to Detroit? My aunt moved here. My aunt called my grandmother and was like, she got married, and then the guy that she married got a job in Texas. And she called my grandmother and she said, you need to get the hell out of where you're staying and you need to move your niece out, my niece out of there because things were getting really, really bad with drive-bys and house break-ins and shooting every day. And so she told my grandmother how wonderful Texas was. And she told my grandmother that if we would come to Texas, that we would live with her and her husband. And we did. And so my grandmother left our family home and she packed up everything and sold our family home, which is still there in Michigan. And she came down here. And it's the best thing that ever happened to me that I got out of a bad situation. I came to Plano, Texas. Plano, Texas is a suburb of Dallas. It is a very rich suburb of Dallas. And it was a culture shock for me. And it took me years to adjust. Here I was, a girl from the hood, and I came to Plano, and I was one of like 10 Black people in our school. And I was like, what the hell is this? I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And it was quite an adjustment. So when I came down here, you can understand, kind of. I've always been curious about religion. But when I met this religion and I found them and they offered fellowship and friendship, and I was 13 years old. And so I told my grandmother that I wanted to start studying the Bible, and I did. And my grandmother supervised me, and she was not into this religion, but she would go with me because I was 13 and she wanted to make sure her granddaughter was safe, and she would go to these church meetings with me, and I was in that religion off and on uh, for 10 years. Now, there was a time where I wasn't in the religion anymore. Um, when I got to be around 16, I started to rebel, and I wanted freedom like any teenager would. And so I stopped going to church. And that's when I started hanging around people that I shouldn't have been hanging around. And that's when I joined the gang. So I went from a church girl to a gangster girl. Yeah. And so I hung around a bunch of gang members. I had friends that went to prison. I've been shot at. I've been stabbed. I got a tattoo. Like I went all out. Like if you're gonna lead a church, you're gonna go all out. I went all out, honey. I was like, woo! I'm a bad girl now. I have pictures of me, in my hood regalia with bandanas, and I was a blood and all this stuff. And I thought that was gonna be my lifestyle. And then I got tired of it. A lot of my friends ended up in prison. A lot of my friends ended up shot. I had some friends and I dated a guy who ended up getting killed. I dated a guy who was trying to steal rims off a guy's car in Carrollton, Texas. You can look it up online. This is a real story. In Carrollton, Texas, my ex-boyfriend tried to steal the rims off of this guy's car, and he was a brother. Well, the guy I was dating was white, but the guy he tried to steal rims off was a brother, and the guy heard people trying to steal the rims off of his car, and he went and got his AK-47. And he came out and he shot and killed my ex-boyfriend. And he shot the two other dudes and they lived, but my ex-boyfriend got shot and killed and he died. And I remember me calling him and calling him. And then I called his friend and I was like, where is my boyfriend at? And he was like, oh my God, like he got shot and killed. And so it happened in Carrollton, Texas. A long, long time ago. And so after that, I was done. I was done. I was like, I was in shock. I was literally, the guy went to trial and the guy was found not guilty. Um, and so I was in shock that my ex, like, I was in shock. I didn't go to his funeral or anything. I was in shock. So I decided to leave the gang and then I went back to the church again. It is not easy to leave a cult. It's not, especially when it's your family. It's not your family, but it was all of my friendship circle. Um, but yeah, they let me go. Hello, Jacques Juan is here. Everybody, hello, hello, hello. But yeah, that's what happened. And so I got out. I moved. I actually, Joy, I moved. Yeah. I went through a lot. I moved. I moved from the city that I was living in to a whole nother city. Like I moved like an hour away because I didn't. And then I changed my telephone number and I stopped hanging around them and I went back to the cult. So I can't say my time in the cult was all bad. It wasn't all good either, but it wasn't all bad. It got me away from the lifestyle that I was living. But it wasn't easy to leave. It was a hard decision for me to leave. But I just realized it wasn't for me anymore. Like I figured, I felt like I didn't believe in religion anymore and I didn't believe in God anymore. So I had an existential crisis. And so like around the time I was 22, 23 years old, I left. And so from the time I was 13 to the time I was 23, I was baptized in this religion and everything. I left. I couldn't deal with it. I wanted to live my life. Like going to college was not encouraged. Oops, sorry, y'all dropped y'all. But going to college is not encouraged, and I wanted to go to college, and so I wanted to go back to college rather, and it's not encouraged in this religion. Higher education is not encouraged, and so I wanted to live a normal life. I was like, I want to live a normal life. I want to date. I wanted to do all the things that a 20 something year old could, and I couldn't. They wouldn't, it's forbidden. Like you can't date outside your religion and you can't do any of that. I couldn't do any of that in my religion. So I left. And it was hard. It was hard. It was hard leaving the cult and it was hard leaving the gang as well. And so when people talk about K-pop, I'm like, I know cult shit when I see it. I know it. Like I know cult think when I see it. I get agitated with it because I know what it is, was it feel like to be in a cult, in a group think. And therefore I don't like group think. I fight against K-pop a lot because of the things that I experience. And I understand, that people go along to get, and I don't like that. I'm very independent minded now, like very like hyper independent minded because I know what it feels like to be under pressure to just conform all the time. And I never want to conform. Junie has a new Instagram pic in all in black asking what's your love song. I don't Junie better not ask what my love song is because he he may um he may get some poison clan. I don't know. But yeah, that's my story. But the last story I want to talk about is Minho from Winter. Minho from Winter. Winter is a K-pop group. And Minho is the main rapper of the group. He started out as a rapper, I believe. And he's the main rapper, and he's about to go to prison. He was on military leave. He was in civil service. And so I don't want to hear anybody talk about Yoongi being in civil service. Because Minho from Winter literally went to his sister's wedding. They said he missed over 90 days while he was in mandatory military service. And I heard about this story last year when he was getting in trouble. So I heard about this story in that he was getting in trouble and that he went to his sister's wedding and pretty much went AWOL. Like he pretty much was out here, honey, living his best life. So they added up 90 days this guy was gone. So I don't want anybody talking about Yoongi and his civil service. I don't want to hear it because Mean Ho from Winter was out there, and so they are taking him to court, and he's on trial. He's been testifying, and they were saying that they are asking to prosecute him to set him up on charges, like in that mandatory military thing in South Korea. They take that very seriously. So you can't just be going off, and he's trying to say that he didn't. But I mean, he was in, and then on top of that, he was in civil service. So it's not like he was like, in it. He was in civil service. And so he's going to end up going to prison if they find him guilty. I think the trial wraps up this week. Joy says, I talked about my grandmother was religious Christian, and the religion I joined was a cult. My grandmother was not the same religion as the religion that I joined. But it was a Christian religion, yes. My grandmother grew up in an old school, like old school Baptist. The church I went to, it was not Baptist, but it's a Christian religion. They believed in Jesus and Christ and all that, but not in the religion that my grandmother was raised in. I come from a very religious family. Yeah, in the article, yeah, Sugar said he was 10 minutes early and he was there every day and proud of that. He was there early and it became routine and a habit for him that he enjoyed. That's what Sugar said in the GQ article. But honey, Mean Ho from Winter, he said to hell with that. He went to, I remember the pictures posted of him at his sister's wedding, and they gave him leave for that. He was supposed to go back home. Apparently, he did not go back home. His sister's wedding was in Hawaii. And he basically just went off, and they said that his superiors were trying to find him, and they could not find him. So that's why, and he knew it. He knew when he got out the military that this was going to happen, that they were going to file charges against him. So this has been a while coming. And allegedly they gave him warning after warning after warning about him not reporting back when he was supposed to, about him not going into the office like he's supposed to. So Mean Ho from Winter is about to get kicked out of his group. He went AWOL. He basically went AWOL. And they said there was times that they couldn't get a hold of him. He didn't show up at work. When he did show up, he would leave early. He would show up late. There was times they said he would show up drunk. That it was a disaster. So I don't want to hear anyone talk about Yoongi doing whatever when this dude is probably they're seeking charges on him to go to serve time because they take that very seriously because they need to do it as a deterrent. You don't want other idols doing the same thing. Yes, you remember? Yeah, he was part of Winter. Yes, Winter, the group. You remember Mino? Yeah, Mino. Yeah, he's in Winter. He's about to not be in Winter. And he's up there claiming that he's not guilty. I'm like, sir, Mino talking about he ain't guilty. I'm like, sir, you didn't return when you're supposed to. That is just it. He was off living his, like I said, to me, when all of this went down last year, I said it just didn't seem like he wanted to even be part of the K-pop group anymore. It didn't seem to me like he even wanted to be part of the industry anymore. Because the things that he knew what he was doing is going to ruin his career. He knew the things that he was doing was criminal. So I was like, obviously to me, it seemed like to me that he didn't want to be in this. He didn't want to be in the group no more. Because I was like, you're gonna get kicked out the group. You're gonna get prosecuted. And they were warning him they said even the agency was warning him and telling him to not be doing this stuff. And he still went out. So I don't know. I don't know. There's some talk online saying that he has a history of like mental health issues. That may be the problem. So I don't know. So they said he may have a history of mental health issues. That's what they saying. That's what they're saying. So again, I don't know what to believe. But I'll tell you right now, I'm finna look up this BTS love song list. I'm gonna look it up, y'all, because it should be posted by somebody by now. I'm tired of y'all looking at this list and be like, oh, look at this, oh, look at that. I don't have a love song on my list. Like I said, my love song would probably be like Shake What Your Mama Gave You. I like that song. Shake What Your Mama Gave You. You know, that's my love song. Love song list. Shake what your mama gave ya. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Work that. Reach right over and spread those butt cheeks. Shake it like a real big booty freak. Like, that's my ideas. Grab your ankles and touch your toes. Jump up and down like you own that love stick. Like straight trash music. I'm telling you. They be like, that's not a love song, Kiki. I was like, it is for me. Shake What Your Mama Gave is a love song. Shake What Your Mama Gave, yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can log in. I need to turn the Bluetooth off. I'm trying to log in to my Wi-Fi. We'll see if I can log in. Because I don't have YouTube music like you fancy folks out there. I don't have YouTube music. I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. But I think it's anything I got to pay for, I ain't down with it. Great for sugar, but what exactly? Oh, in civil service, he has to go and work in an office 5 days a week, and he gets off. He works like a normal 9-to-5 job in civil service. So he's not stationed at a barracks. So in civil service, this is how it goes. Don't ask me how I know. No, I know somebody that was in civil. So I know people in South Korea that were in the military. I know somebody that was in civil service and other people in regular service. So in civil service, like the first, 4 to 6 weeks, they have to go to the military barracks for training. And in civil service, their training is not as physically intensive. They learn how to do like first aid. They learn how to get people out of a burning building. They learn like fire prevention, how to stop a fire. They learn a lot of like rescue and a lot of like service things like I said, how to rescue, CPR, medical, how to be a medic. They learn a lot of stuff like that. They learn how to build bridges in civil service. They learn how to stop a levee in civil service. They learn how they do a lot of disaster training in civil service. So they do that for 4 to 6 weeks. Why is my Wi-Fi not connecting? But they do that for 4 to 6 weeks, and then they get assigned to work in a particular specialty, like it could be a hospital, it could be working in the field office, it could be working in a barracks in an office. They don't do any kind of physical work. They actually work in an office like 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or whatever, and then they get to come home after they work their day, and then on the weekends they're off. So they work like a normal job. And civil service lasts longer than the regular being in the military regularly. Regular mandatory military service is usually 18 months. I think civil service is like 20 months altogether. But it's usually for people who have some kind of medical dispensation that they can't go through the grueling physical training. The physical training of the military is just like in the United States. I can't, wait, hold on. Let me see, is my computer going low? Sometimes my computer starts tripping after a certain time. You never get a bonjour? Oh my God, bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour. I'm going to give you a bonjour next time. I be forgetting about my French brethren's. I can't log in. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna have to look it up later on once I get off this live stream because my computer, sometimes after a certain time, my computer starts acting like it want to connect to Wi-Fi because I live in the country. So my Wi-Fi becomes bogged down after a certain time. But I will look up these love songs later on, but when I get off this live stream. But anyway, it's been 3 hours. I was supposed to do a 2 hour live stream. Like I say, every week I'm gonna do a 2 hour live stream, but I get derailed and you guys derail me and I get to talking about other shit and I get on a tirade, but it's fun. It's good. It's better than me spending my Valentine's Day drinking my cognac, and I'm still gonna drink my cognac. I'm gonna take about a couple of shots, look up this love song list, and just have fun. So everybody, happy Valentine's Day. Thank everybody for being here. Thank you, AK, for being my moderator as usual. I'm gonna have my 2 shots of vodka tonight. Yes, I will. And I make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all wait for Monday for that GQ video and these other videos I'm gonna do this week. I'm gonna try to edit this AT's video tonight, I think, but I have all of Sunday. Well, no, I don't. I have to take my daughter to horse lessons tomorrow. I'm gonna have most of Sunday tomorrow to do. I do most of my videos on Sunday for the week, and then whatever happens during the week, I'm trying to keep up with the news. But I will take an extra shot for everybody here. Look up that sugar pic. I am going to look up all of these pics, Katina, and I will probably be up all night. I'm just gonna be up all night. I won't be telling y'all what I'm doing, but I'm gonna be up all night. Okay, but y'all can infer to that if you will. But anyway, thank you everybody for being here. I am going to go off to bed. Well, not off to bed, but just to look up stuff and do stuff and work a little bit. Work. Me and the microphone, me and Dwaji. We're going to, Dwaji's going to sit over here. She's going to sit right there and chill. But anyway, everybody, have a good night. Good night, Goldwyn, AK, Katina, everybody that's been here. I really appreciate. Now I'm not going to get no sleep. I'm probably be up to 3 o'clock. But anyway, y'all, good night. I'm finna go look up these pictures, y'all. Go look them up. I'm finna go look up this playlist. And I'll post something if I see something. I'm going to post something if I see something, y'all. So get ready for them. Y'all know I'll be up to about 3 a.m. Anyway,